No, that was me.
Yes. That was me too. Oh no, I was actually here on time. I didn't sleep in.
I think I was like an hour and a half late last week.
Yes.
Because I'm a scrub and slept straight through my alarm because I was out until 3:30 last Saturday.
Oh no. Please don't jump on me. You can't jump right now.
Hey, Ben.
You up, Patton?
Huh?
I should have blocked
Yeah.
my phone.
It is live.
Alright, sweet. So, last time, Blair met an unfortunate end to 66 worth of poison damage.
At least you won't be trying to steal my limbs.
Wander lost his shit at the most ironic timing possible.
Hey.
No, actually, sorry. That's bad wording. Hypocritical time possible.
There we go.
And, yeah. And now a light snowfall starts to just the party as they have just lost probably...
The smartest character out of all of us.
Yeah, actually.
And again, as Wanderer, I'm not going to apologize for losing my shit to somebody dying in front of me.
Okay, let's just
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not
there
aware.
when we get there.
Cross that proverbial bridge.
Yeah, hey, there's a bridge.
Burn that bridge when we get to it has never been more appropriate.
God damn it!
Cat fight!
Quite literally.
I know.
I don't want to beat these pussies up.
So we only lost 2 of the 6, right?
Correct.
That is still 2 human lives gone, but yes.
Technically 3 if you
Well,
count Blair.
dwarven lives.
She was not. We're not put. That being said, we're not putting her on the same level as just some random assholes.
But I don't think they are just they are. I don't think they are just dwarven. I think they're a mixture of different people. Right, Jacob?
They're mostly human because they're mostly exiles from the Holy Nation.
Oh.
Should we lose one of the only dwarf in the group? But
Oh no, Lomac is racist again.
No.
I did a race.
Except it's just all races that are shorter than him.
it's everyone except for the Warforged.
And
I keep having to
giant.
take my headset off and put it back on because of my cat, so I feel like I missed something.
Racist character part 2. Let's go.
A joke from last campaign.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wasn't missing anything. It was just going over my head.
Nothing
Kinda,
goes
yeah.
over my head. I'm too fast for it.
Wolford
Well-
don't understand
Stop
sarcasm.
looking at my strings. Stop looking at my strings. They're on my crotch because I'm wearing sweatpants, but cats are eyeing them. I don't
You're
like
gonna get
this.
swatted in the dick, bro.
I feel like I'm gonna get PTSD from Nam. Fortunate Son plays in the background. I'm tucking him in. I'm scared.
Too bad we don't have a video camera view right now. Cause
I unplugged it because I don't want you guys to see my shame of
Yes,
covering
I
my
would
crotch
absolutely
against my
love to
cat.
see video camera pointed at Alex's crotch. That sounds.
I would point it at the
awesome.
cat staring at my crotch. You would know what direction it is. I'm sitting in a goddamn chair. She's looking up at my legs, up my legs, straight at the strings.
She's planning her route.
She's mad that I threw away her twist tie.
Maybe you shouldn't have thrown it away.
Anyways, Hope would say, let's. Do we bury them?
No. Not
Burn.
yet. No.
We're not bringing them.
One of the miners would say, trying to put one of his friends on a cart. Not yet. Because cremation is the default.
So I said burn them, but I guess they need the ashes too.
Too bad I can only
Is Wander still unconscious?
I think so.
Good.
Nobody's attempted to heal me to bring me back up.
I would have I would have
You know what this means?
stabilized.
Death saving throw, bud.
Well,
I would
He
have
stabilized. Yeah, you didn't stabilize him.
Yeah, I stabilized him. I didn't wake him up because I feel like it's a bad time. But I stabilized him. Also, I'm saving my fucking spell slots.
so I'll look at Wander. I'll say, did anybody else see how he reacted when Blair went down?
Oh, I did, and he attacked a party member.
Do we want to wake him up, or should we let him sleep it off?
I don't know. Is he gonna attack? Is he gonna attack one of us again?
No,
If we wake him up now?
he won't.
Are you sure of this?
I've known this man since I was 6 years old. Yes.
Okay. With that, I'll use one of my lay on hands points to bring him back up.
By the way,
And
this is a small detail for y'all to point out since you are looking at me. Whether or not I don't know how I was laying on the ground, whether it was face up or face down, but when I get up, you would see it. Now that the mask is off and he's not wearing the eye patch, there is a scar going around the eye. It looks kind of like a mace hit the left side of his face, and
Just like old, but like fucked up.
and the left eye, like the white of the eye, as well as the pupil itself, just looks blood red. Because it actually just filled with fucking blood.
Because we're edgy boys, and we're pretending injuries like that don't heal different.
Because he would be blind.
In only one eye, though.
Yep.
Yeah. He probably was for a
Oh,
time,
I
but
put it
then-
in the rage chat by accident.
Yeah, he would. Yeah. That's what it-
Don't bad.
most of them are in the my chat anyway.
I meant to be muted when I said that. Sorry. I'm not trying to go on a tangent.
Dumb shit.
So what did you use to knock me unconscious again? Hope?
I knocked you
Axe.
unconscious, I thought.
Oh, I did a lot of damage.
Oh,
I did,
he did the
17.
majority of it. You just finished it.
yeah,
off.
I did
Yeah.
17 or more.
Yeah, but technically, I am the one who knocked you
You know,
unconscious.
you can have that trophy, but I will have most damage dealt to Wander here.
It's not a trophy for me. It's just in case he wanted to know for story reasons. Put your dick away. Holy shit.
It's so big I can't. It doesn't fit in the pocket I made for it.
That's gross.
I will literally come to your apartment and kick your ass. I swear to God, it's on site.
Anywho's.
Hannah's not here to defend me either. Anyways, I would just tell him that I used that act.
Angie, stop it.
Kind of sit up. Yeah.
Not
clutching.
Yep, you are not standing up as I'm still pointing my fire sword at you.
I'd have my shotgun loosely pointed at your direction at the ground as I go. Care to explain what the fuck that was all about?
He's kind of looking over at Blair's corpse. Like, assuming she's dead then.
Yeah.
She's dead and you went ballistic.
No
Get-
offense, but can you blame me?
Yes.
Yes, I can. The rest
Especially
of us
since,
won't.
especially since you had everyone else share their secrets, and it looks like you were missing out on telling me yours.
You didn't tell him?
Yeah,
I don't think it's fair what you did to Farkas.
exactly.
Especially since your problem is not timed like his is. Farkas is a boy, right?
potential
I
threat.
want to make sure.
Party.
Is Farkas a boy?
Marcus, put the fucking sword away.
Farkas is a boy.
No,
Marcus,
It'll
put the
go out.
fucking sword away. It's not necessary.
it'll go out in 10 minutes.
You'll go out sooner if you don't put it away.
Does he have aftershocks of the problem afterwards? Is he leaving that out as well?
No, I don't have after
No.
shocks.
So once you're done until it happens again.
He said that.
Perfect.
I'm gonna look down at you and just be like, Vargas may be a werewolf, but you have put this party in more danger than him or Blair the vampire ever did.
Ooh, words shoved right
Well-
back in face.
The jackals, the man that has been hunting you, and now this. You need to lay everything on the table, so we know what the fuck we are getting ourselves into when we travel with you.
Okay, those first two are new and not his fault.
I'm
The
willing to
third one, I
assist
am
the-
perfectly happy to hold him accountable, but the first two, he knows about as much as you do.
I'm going to assist the miners in loading their dead.
Bottom line.
We should, and I'd be saying we
No
should probably
question.
we can talk about this on the road. We've got places to be, and we don't want the imps coming back.
You're right.
Indeed.
I'll
If
take
you want,
that.
we can
No
make. If we want, we
secrets.
can make Wander push the cart. Manual labor will atone.
I'll take Blair's body and load it onto the cart.
If you're having trouble, Hope would assist you.
I mean, I'm not super weak. I'm not super strong either. So probably a whole dead weight body would require a little bit of help.
Am I still
Still
getting threatened with the flame sword?
Because I can't do anything about it short of hitting him. Yes.
Farkas, just make him push the cart.
By the way, that was me asking, not Wander.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
After the other people went to do their things, just a couple seconds later, I would dispel it.
Wander kind of just nods his head, walks over to where he dropped his mask and puts it back on.
Wonder, I want to make myself very clear. I will not hesitate to put you down if I must.
Good.
I'm prepared as well.
He'll
Hence the
start.
casing that's next to your head.
Yeah, he'll start walking forward on the path again. Or were we in the middle of our rest?
You were in the middle of your rest.
You're
Then
in
never
the middle of our-
mind. I am walking 60 feet away from the campfire and finding some place to lay down.
I'll go with him. I don't want him to be alone if there's imps around.
Alright.
Hello?
Hmm?
So everybody's just actually just quiet right now.
Yes.
I think everyone's just quiet.
Why? Speak, damn it.
We just lost a friend and 2 miners, and one of our friends went berserk. I think that's reason enough to kind of be a little. I don't
No,
know.
I meant
melancholy.
I meant out of character. Like,
I just woke up like 40 minutes ago. You need to give me a little time to
so
think.
did I, bro. Speak.
Work.
So I'm assuming we're all just gonna go back to our rest then, and we're
What
not gonna continue on.
Unless
I
further?
guess a good question would be to ask Jacob, how's the dog acting up?
It's just kind of like, since Rin loaded Blair up into the cart, the dog is just kind of sitting at the foot of the cart.
Fuck, that fucking blows.
Benji, stop it.
But at the moment, Wander understands that everyone's a bit tense and frustrated. So he's removed himself from the group and is waiting for things to calm down, or at least for somebody to come up to him before continuing talking. Or
I said I
whatever.
would have followed you to make sure that you weren't sleeping alone.
But you know everything, so he has no reason to talk to you at the moment.
Okay.
I mean, I'd go up to Wander and be like, I'm disappointed in you.
You have every right to be.
I was more worried about the man stealing my limbs, and now I'm more worried about you killing me. Quite a drastic change.
Woman.
After this, I would have refused joining your group, but now I see you need it. My help, that is.
Thank you.
So I will join your group. But, again, if it happens again, I will, what is the saying? Kneecap your bitch ass.
You get a slight chuckle out of that.
It was not meant to be funny. Is that not a threat?
No,
I will
just,
remove your kneecaps with the force of my rifle bullet,
just
and let my
I'm gonna
And-
scooch in front of Wander just like
just-
a little bit.
and let
just
my,
that is the first time I've heard that being used that way.
and I'll let my fireflies feast on your bones.
I don't think fireflies are carnivorous.
The ones I have do. Fuck out of here, it's
That's-
fantasy world. I can make them fucking carnivorous piranha if I fucking wanted to.
Fair enough.
Glow in the dark piranha that flies? Yeah.
I was imagining the Magikarping around you.
You just imagine, these are my lightning bugs, and you take one look and it's just a piranha's head on a lightning bug's body. Just starts snapping at you and you can hear the snap.
Is it a piranha head on a lightning bug's body the size of a lightning bug or the size of a piranha?
It needs to fit inside me, so it'd have to be a lightning bug. But just imagine how quickly they would bite. Like, imagine a swarm of them like gnats, except piranha teeth.
Sick.
Would they be able to actually pierce the skin is the question.
They would be able to do it very slowly by just slowly taking chunks out.
Fair enough.
They'll like actually probably do what rats do and like focus in on a spot to get in and then just expand.
Anyway,
You'll crawl under your skin, yeah.
anyway, like, I deserve no defense, but the only thing I will say in my defense is that this has not been a problem before joining this party.
What? I'm sorry. I don't know if it was my headset or what, but you broke up.
This has not been a problem until joining this party. Up until after I escaped from the Holy Nation, I've been able to keep my emotions under control, and it has gotten much more difficult to easiest way for me to explain what happened to you in particular, Hope, is it's a emergency subroutine that I do not have control of. I can will it down if I am strong enough, but depending on the situation, and he'd look back over at the cart, like the severity of the problem, I have less control over it.
Ironic.
This time I was able to control it mostly into the imps until you attacked me.
There were no other imps left. Who were you else going to go after?
I cannot say, due to the fact that I am not him.
Exactly. So I think I still took the appropriate measures. Minus killing you, which would have been the first priority, but I was told not to. But you must see from my end what I have seen.
I see exactly what you see, and that's why I said I deserve no defense, nor forgiveness, nor anything else.
Next time you have a secret, let's not let a friend die and me having to hit you for it to come out. Fair? And I will do the same. Once my memories come back. If there is any threats.
He'll just nod his head at that.
And just to let you know, to make a point, I used the axe instead of the mace for a specific reason, and that was to kill you if it came to it. So that will always be on the table. Don't forget. Wink, wink.
He'll just nod again.
Oh no, I shot you a wink. The best a robot could do.
Let's see.
I am not flirting with you. That was meant to be friendly.
I kind of figured.
He does not want the D.
I don't want you to catch feelings for me. I know that's going to be hard, but...
God, fuck!
You can't see it through the mask, but I'm raising my eyebrow.
Thanks for letting me know about something I can't see.
I would
You
be
just
too.
see a slight tilt in my head, like almost like a dog does. Like, what?
Yeah.
I'll have to recalibrate my sarcasm.
What did I do?
Fast travel.
And it's the next morning.
Unless anybody else has anything they want to talk to me before going to sleep. Like a certain miner that I fucking bashed his head in.
I feel like you are the one that needs to explain that to the miners. We're not going to catch that bullet for you.
No. Whether or not he was going to come up and talk to me about it.
You
Why would
bashed his head in. He doesn't
killed
want
him!
to.
No, he's not dead.
Oh, I thought you meant I killed him, but I'm waiting for those guys to come and talk to me about it.
He walked away from me. I hit him because reaction.
Yeah, no, you hit him. He's keeping a distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I planned on talking to you in the morning.
Okay.
So once we're on the road.
No, I don't want that many.
C4 said he'd be on in a bit. He's not feeling the greatest.
Ah, hopefully it's not the Rona.
No clue.
I just stayed up late or hungover.
Or both.
Or he could just be normal sick.
Eh.
He has been overworking himself.
Alright, so are we back on the road then?
On the road again.
Alright.
He
So-
would attempt. Wander would probably be up at the front of the group again. Probably keeping that 60-foot distance this time instead of the 45, because he knows that it's a little tense.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up, and if there's someone else walking with you, I'm gonna dismiss them to another part of the
That would be Hope
caravan.
if it's the same as before.
So I guess I'll have Hope replace or just switch with me. Go to and send you to the back of the convoy, and I'm gonna just walk up, and once Hope walks away, just say, "We all revealed our secrets earlier. Do you have anything you wish to say?"
To be fair, this is something that's been revealed before. Just slightly
Is it?
different this time. Since I was not snapped out of it by Rin and had to be knocked unconscious this time.
You see, the way I remember it, you going berserk and attacking the people that we are being paid to protect is not something that has been revealed before. What is going on?
Do you remember when I broke my arm?
Wasn't that with the boars?
No, that was before the boars.
Before the boars. I remember it happening. Yes,
it was
don't
with
quite
the,
remember why.
It was with the Holy Nation people that we were trying to take alive, or like bandits that attacked us.
Oh yes, I do
I
remember.
accidentally busted down the tree and proceeded to break my arm, which
That's right.
the pain and the shock forced me into the best way I can describe it is I am one of two people. It's not quite exactly what it is, but I'm similar to, let's say, this gold coin. I have two sides. Myself, Wander, that I control, and try to be myself, and who I used to be, living off of pure instincts and bloodlust alone when I was in the Holy Nation. My attempts to separate that part of myself out of me has, let's say, not gone very well. And this is the second time that it's now bubbled back to the surface.
So you're saying this is practically a different person that comes out.
Different way of thinking, different
Time.
motivations.
During times of great danger, what did you say?
Great danger, stress, grief.
Much like Farkas becomes a werewolf.
Which is why I tried to talk to him about it. before.
We have to lock him up. And we need to be doing the same to you. Or can you get it under control? I would not like to kill you, but I will.
I'll be honest with you, Lomac. I do not know how to control this. I don't. I thought it was gone. I thought it was. It's been gone for well over a year. But it's came back
So it has come
Joining-
back.
after joining your party. It has come back. I don't know why.
So it's back. And there were the jackals and the large wolf on the roof. And the man hunting you. What is this all must tie together?
To be fair, that is less to do with who I am and more to do with the fact that myself and Rin both escaped from the Holy Empire. They just want me dead.
But somebody wants you alive as well.
That
Want me alive.
you're
I think.
you're not there, Eden. We're at the front of the convoy.
I burst into the scene.
That's
I
not
thought
how
I
it
said I-
happened.
I thought I would have said I thought I said I would have stayed with you.
I figured we were gonna go back to the where we were before, with you in by the caravan protecting the
Me
cart.
being directly associated with you, I don't feel super comfortable just being amongst the other party members either.
I would have dismissed you with hope when I came up to the front.
Yeah,
anyways.
he wanted to talk to me alone.
Fine. I'll walk with Pope then. Just watching my feet as I walk.
I would just look at you and stare as I'm walking.
But I honestly am very interested and also concerned about the fact that somebody is wanting me alive, because that means that they have a purpose for me to be alive, and I don't know whether that's good or bad.
So, there is somebody that wants you dead, presumably the Holy Nation.
Well, the guy basically said it was.
There is somebody that wants you alive.
Somebody in eternity that I have no way of contacting.
There is the jackals.
Which are controlled by the man.
And there is this uncontrollable, more baseline side of you that is worried more about your own survival. It all has to tie together.
I call him Reaper, because that was what I was called before.
Reaper.
That was my title and name, because I didn't have one before. To them.
So somebody wants the Holy Nation wants you dead. Presumably because you know things.
I'm just a
And you
loose end to
escaped.
them.
Somebody wants you alive. How many people outside of the Holy Nation and Rin, and now the rest of our traveling companions, know about this Reaper?
To be fair, I don't even think the Holy Empire knows about Reaper. They just thought that is who I was. But I didn't want to be that anymore. But nobody knows that side of me besides Rin and you guys.
Well, I will be honest with you. I do not know if you are telling me the whole truth. I don't know why you would continue to hide things.
I mean, you can insight me. That's what it's for.
Yeah, but this is just...
I have told you everything that I know. Everything else that could be that you need answers for. I do not know them.
So I'm going to be honest. I think you need to take some time to seriously think about how all these things might play together and how they might affect those around you.
Why do you think I've tried to get rid of him?
I know you have care for Rin. What would you have done if it would have been her you attempted to bash the head in of instead of the miner?
Funny you say that.
One thing you know that. Well, one thing I do know about Reaper. He would not hurt Rin. That I know. He cannot change that. That has been written on my soul.
That does not do much comfort to the rest of us.
I can't tell you how he feels about the rest of the party. I can tell that he's easy to attack those who attack him, which is why there was no resistance at attacking back for Hope. But as long as you don't provoke him, he probably will not attack you all on sight. Much like a wild animal, he will probably just watch. But I can't give you guarantees. I can't. I can only give you assumptions based on just intuition on how he will respond.
Well,
that's why I do not want. I cannot accept being forgiven because I understand that I don't control this.
I will take you at your word, but you will take me at mine. If Reaper shows and attempts to hurt anybody in the party or anybody under our protection or anybody that is innocent, I will kill you.
Good.
Just so we are all clear. And then I'm going to turn and walk away.
Do I feel Hope staring at me?
My crimson red eyes are just beaming into you. You tell me if you can feel that.
Yeah.
Even while looking down at the ground.
Alright, eventually I'll look up and say, what?
You have the classic look of something on your mind. Distressing.
Don't we all?
Care to talk? Or at least allow me some sort of comfort for you.
Not sure how much you could.
Well, to my experience, people seem to like these things. And I start letting out a little bit of my fireflies. And I would say they're remarkable creatures. And I put my hand on you, and then they just start fluttering around you.
I haven't seen one of these in so long. Although these are very different than the ones that I've known.
Yes, indubitably.
Gross.
They also have the ability to lift you. If you let them. Do you let them?
Yeah.
Alright, you're 15 feet in the air now. And just so Jacob knows what I'm using, I'm going to try to find it here. I think it's this one. So that's why I had to put my hand on you, because I technically had to make an attack roll. But since you allowed it to happen, you're 15 feet in the air. And then
Hey,
I you
Wander, you want to roll me a perception check?
I mean, they're like 30 feet behind me.
Yeah,
She's also
You didn't
really
take
good in
advantage,
the air.
Taco.
They'd be a lot more than 30 feet behind you, because if you're 60 feet in front of the caravan, I send Hope to the back of the caravan.
I mean, if you want, you can look back and see if you can see Rin literally flying for a split second, because it only lasts a full turn.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't notice.
So once I set Rin down, they come fluttering back into me.
I've only done stuff like that in my dreams before.
I fly you around whenever you ask.
But
For me,
no, flying on just flying by myself.
however, for me, I can do this, which allows me just to fly 5 feet up. So I do that, and I'm just floating for 5 feet. I think it's a concentration type of thing, and I can hold it for until I get hit.
Wow, those are some strong bugs.
It literally says you're removed 5 feet, so I think it just pushes me 5 feet and goes away, maybe. But if Jacob allows it, I'm flying fucking 5 feet. I'm just chilling, floating
I
around.
imagine them swarming around your feet and then lifting you like just a little bit off the ground.
I don't think you're gonna allow it.
Yeah,
Though.
5 feet isn't much. I mean, what you're in the air by 5 feet. I can still hit you.
Yeah.
With all melee attacks. Yeah, I'm chill with that.
Don't mind me. I'm just
That's not game thinking.
just like 8 feet tall, just flying 5 feet in the air, just basically floating.
Ah, look at me. I ignore all difficult terrain. Look at me.
I ignore it anyways because this is my preferred terrain. I am ranger.
Fun.
Ow!
I gotta say, I'm sorry that you chose Ranger, because I think I made McMahon hate Rangers in the first campaign.
This one will be playfully fun.
To be fair, the only reason why I hated it was the fact that he gave you overpowered items too early.
Yes. And then I killed you. Wahaha.
Well, he killed
This time
himself.
Because he had a plus
time he's
7 at
getting the
level
wand of
4
wands.
to hit. Which hits anything at that CR level.
It was fun, though.
Until you exploded yourself.
Yeah, semantics.
Explosion!
And my character just watched it happen because he didn't know you guys and didn't know if you were friendly.
Anyway.
Hell of an introduction.
Alright, besides the point. Does the party talk about anything else? Anything
Does
at all?
anyone else come forward to talk to me?
I was gonna say something, but I don't remember what it is anymore.
Last time
I was gonna keep talking to Hope,
Oh.
but I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Well, we left off with me being like, I can also do this, and I just start levitating for 5 feet up and just kind of start hovering. Still looking at you like, yeah?
Being in the air never gets old. Feels like something I'm meant to do but can't.
By a griffin.
Huh?
By a griffin.
Do we know about griffins in this world, Jacob?
Yes.
Okay.
You know that they live in the mountains and they are very territorial.
That's very dangerous.
She's 18. She's old enough.
Good morning, Sorath. Well,
See.
What's
If you
so
want
good
to,
about it?
if you want to fly again, just let me know.
The universe is trying to decide if it's going to do me a favor or not.
Or trying to cheer up an 18-year-old girl that just lost a friend.
You seem very...
You
friendly
seem
with me
very-
despite things.
So far, you haven't lied to me yet, or shown that you'll tear me apart in my sleep, or take my limbs. So far, you're more preferred. And you're also the least hostile towards me. So far.
Ouch.
But I am
Excuse me,
Wander's
what?
companion. I have been my entire life. I don't see how I'm not guilty by association.
Are you the one that attacked me?
Well, no, but
And are you the one that attacked those that attacked us?
the imps.
So,
Yeah.
even though you are associated with Wander, you are your own person that makes your own decisions. Wander chose to lie to me and make me feel safe, when, in reality, he was a danger. You haven't done any of those things. So, though you are associated with him, in my opinion, you are better.
You won't believe me when I say it.
The way
But he's-
you say it frustrates me. I didn't
Babe,
lie.
I'm talking. You're not here.
I'm talking here.
Muted.
Anyway, you will not believe me. No one will, but he's less dangerous than he seems.
I see now that it was a fit of emotion.
Next time, if you put me in front of him, I know how to handle him, and he will not hurt me.
Can I do an insight check to see if that's true?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that's right, I can click on my sheet instead. I'm going to my other sheet for some reason. Insight. Solid 9s, baby.
It's completely true.
With nines across the board, you wouldn't be able to tell one way or the other.
Well, if you make it sound like it will happen again. So, if it does, I'll let you calm him down, but I can't promise his safety if he were to try to attack anyone that I deem as a friend.
I am willing to knock him unconscious. It seems
I'm-
to reset him,
And I'm
but I
willing to
do also
kneecap
have
him.
other ways of more quickly taking care of him in ways that are less violent. But I'm not incapable of hurting him.
Well, if I'm allowed to, what's the word? If I'm able to touch him with my bullet or any of my weapons or hands, I can do what I did to you to him. But it doesn't last long. They are fireflies, after all. And it's not and he can always resist it. But I will try to not do anything too lethal to anyone here, unless proven that I must.
Thank you for your kindness.
Hmm.
I've not seen much of it in the world, if I'm being honest.
Maybe that was why I was created.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. But for now, I have to bring miners across the land to a mine after being attacked by imps. So I can confidently say that I really hope I wasn't built for this.
You and me both.
Escorting, that is.
Yeah.
But at least I'm not a coat hanger in the mayor's office.
Is that what he used you for?
No, I'm just very tall, and I figured that's probably what those people would use me for. Since they can't necessarily reprogram me to fight for them, they can always just kind of hold me at gunpoint or so. And I mean, they've been really friendly though. They haven't really been trying to be too awful. I just assume the worst in people.
I know that feeling.
People are horrible, but you guys are
They
all
really
right.
are. No.
You haven't tried to kill me at first sight, and you actually care to listen to my opinions instead of just saying that I'm a construct and everything's made and I don't feel anything. You treat me like a person, so that's a little refreshing.
You walk and talk like a person.
Yes.
Isn't that fair?
Not everyone thinks it that way.
Well, not everybody thinks.
Ain't that the truth?
This is going to be hard to come back from.
Who was Blair to you?
She was a bright soul. Especially for, I don't mean to make it sound a certain way, but especially for an undead. She had more life in her than most actually living people I've met. She was a wealth of knowledge that none of us will ever get back, because it was erased from history. And she was a good friend. One of few that I've ever had in this life. And I feel so empty now, knowing that maybe there's something I could have done more, something I could have done better or different to change the outcome.
I think everyone could say that too, but things took their turns, and we can't change it now.
I could change it if I bide my time and gain enough strength. I could change it.
So it sounds like you have two options. You can either mourn Blair or work on bringing her back.
And I plan to do the latter. Gods be damned.
I'll assist you then. I don't believe in the gods too much. And if they even existed, they don't believe in me.
Hear, hear. That's probably weird to hear from a cleric, but I didn't.
It's also weird hearing it too because I can't necessarily toast. I don't drink.
Yeah. Thank you.
You find me if you need me.
Sure. And with that, I'm done.
I'm done too.
All right. One sec. Josh, are you here?
Yes, I've got
Josh.
my mic muted this whole time.
Okay.
Because I haven't been present.
I have to ask you I have to borrow.
Okay.
So, C4, how you doing?
The world's deciding if it wants to do me a favor or not.
It ain't going to.
Yeah, trust me on that one. World will not do you any fucking favors.
No, it's gonna keep you alive
Damn
out
it,
of
then
sheer
I'm gonna live
spite,
through
baby.
this. Oh well.
All right, I'm back. Anyone else?
Anyone else? What?
Anybody else want to have heartfelt talks with each other, or deeply engaging banter?
I roll to Abe Lincoln Wander.
Assassinate him.
I want to be the John Wilkes Booth of this campaign.
Well, it could have been the Pally, but he never fucking hits.
What do you scream when you don't want to miss a shot? Scream shot.
Man, we can't take you anywhere, Hope. You just keep shooting people in the back of the head. And?
Cox gun. Kobe!
It's like, what? They had it coming.
I'll do it again.
No, they didn't. They didn't have anything coming. Yeah, they did. The bullet. Click, click.
Yeah, I think we're good. I don't speak for everybody, but I think we're good.
I will
Judging
get
by
off
the
on a
silence.
tangent in a split second if you let me, so get it started, my man.
Yeah.
Yep, I know. I know.
As he's stuffing his face.
It's like, no,
I'm hungry. Shut the fuck up.
I am too.
I'm
so
hungry,
just
I'm
eating my
dead.
coffee.
All right.
Alright, so you're gonna get Abe Lincoln now.
Yeah.
You're gonna get Abe Lincoln? What the fuck?
Shot in the back of the head.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah.
So you would.
I'm okay with that. Come here.
I need to do. So you probably get into town noon the next day.
Of the 8th.
As we get into town and we're finished escorting the miners, I would stand away from them, but I would apologize to all of them for how I reacted after Blair's death. And that I expect no forgiveness because it is unforgivable.
What do you want, Benji? What's your problem?
The miner that you, beat the shit out of, to put it lightly.
I would be bowed down, by the way. So my
would
my
walk
face
up
is
to
the
you
ground.
and pat you on the back. He's definitely very hesitant.
But he sounds understanding.
I in all honesty, I might have to roll a fucking wisdom save for that one.
Oh no, gotta get
To
the
not
gun
start
ready.
crying or to not flip him?
No, to
Get
not
the gun ready.
to not start crying because
Oi.
he didn't want forgiveness, and yet the man is still attempting to forgive him.
Hey,
Hmm.
well, you're not.
You're gonna
formally
ugly
speaking.
cry.
Not that he can see it, but oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, buddy.
I do not deserve this shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that the truth, though, Jacob?
Meh. Truth is relative. Or it can be.
Truth is
It's an
a
opinion and not the
subjective
fucking
term.
truth.
I love opinion pieces.
Anyway.
Then you must watch the news a lot.
Yep, Hannity and Tucker Carlson are my favorite opinion pieces.
You can't even keep a straight face when saying that.
Oh my
What are you
god.
talking about? They're great.
They're not. They act like news, but they're not. It hurts.
Oh my god, I'm sorry I brought this up. But it was so worth it.
Alright, so.
I apologize for Benji's incessant whining.
You can't
He's
apologize
so-
for that.
He's
God damn
so
it.
loud.
Get down,
Yes.
me! Damn it!
get down, I'm cocking this thing, and you know when I cock it, I shoot. Fucking
Should we
gangster.
tell the mayor we're still determined to find the source of the imps?
I was sent here just... Were we actually sent here to find the location of the imps? I thought we were just supposed to do a simple...
We would be paid
Here,
more if we found the location, and paid even more if we cleared the location.
Oh, I'm in.
I'm in for that, paid in XP.
Wander's also in because he wants to deal some recompense for Blair's death.
And are we gonna take? Are we gonna
Revenge?
take? So are we gonna take the bodies back to town before they start to
We are
smell
in
bad?
town. We are in town.
Okay, good. It's like I hoped that's what. I would bring Blair's body to the
Oh, shoot, I
Um,
forgot to get rid of my...
the guild that she was a part of.
Hey, Jacob,
don't-
how? I
This
just
is
want-
a small town, so they don't have a spot here.
Here, I'll just message you in Discord.
All right, I'll just. You know what? Actually, since it's preserved, I'd probably just keep her body for now until we could get it to the that one guy, the wizard.
Eden, make a knowledge check because I believe all of you have forgotten something.
I'm tired, man. Don't.
I know. That's why I'm giving you a check.
What's knowledge? You always say knowledge. There's not a button for that.
Oh, intelligence. Sorry.
Nice, cool.
Some video games swap those a lot.
This isn't
So
the
that's
video
why.
game.
It kind of is.
It's not a video.
He did again, though.
It's just a game. No, I would just keep I'd just keep the body with us. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it right now, but I'm just gonna keep it with us.
Is there a place in town I can buy more bullets?
Probably.
Best bet would be the blacksmith shop, at least in this town.
All right, I'll tell the party I need to procure more ammunition if anyone wants to accompany me.
What kind
I
of
will go
ammunition
with
are
you.
looking for?
Bullets?
Well, yeah, what kind?
Rifle.
Oh, never mind then. I have about 100 pistol rounds, but
No, you cannot retrieve.
That was the joke. What do you mean I can't pull it back out of their body and shoot it again?
you can pull it back out of their body, melt it down, and shoot it again.
I mean, I could just like eat it and then shit out another bullet. It's like, reduce, reuse, recycle.
I'll go with you.
Please don't play with that, honey. I don't want to spray you when you're in your cone. It'll make me feel bad. Please don't make me. So yeah, blacksmith shop.
Got to find. See, black side. So you go into the blacksmith shop called the Ironclad,
I would
and you would see a tall lizardfolk male manning the table.
before we enter, I would just ask Rin if she wanted to wait until I ask her to come in on the off chance that they don't want to sell to me. So I'd be like, why don't you stay out here for right now? In the off chance he doesn't want to sell any of the bullets to me, then if he doesn't, I can just come back out in here and have you go in and buy them for me. Otherwise, I'll
Okay.
shout for you to come in.
Alright.
And I duck my head underneath the door, I assume, and walk in.
Yes.
Clunk! Just a loud ding noise like you smacked a pot.
Kong!
He hits his head on the bell on that hits by the door.
No, you expect there to be a noise, but I just go right through the fucking door. Anyways, I need bullets.
He looks up and goes, "Well, hello to you too. How many you need?"
How
And,
many? How
what
much
type?
per bullet? For a rifle.
Well, that depends on the bullet. Rifle. Well, we're low on the resources to make a lot of our ammunition, so probably be a gold piece for 12 shots.
Can I peek in?
Oh
See-
yeah, I would be like, oh, yeah, you can come in, Rin.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot about her so quickly. I feel so bad. It was literally a span of 5 seconds. Gone. That's my bad. But yeah,
Your memory must be malfunctioning.
it's happening again.
Low storage space.
Yeah, right. I need to
Well,
get a new
storage
SSD.
space.
So I'd ask Rin, is 1 gold for 12 bullets a good price?
I've
You'd have
got
to
a
ask the
gun,
paladin.
Jacob. What I know.
You would know that's expensive, but because the town hasn't been able to get consistent resources to actually make anything.
That must be a good price.
I'd tell him that like it's a scarcity thing.
And then Wander mentioned that we would be going to some place to destroy the imps.
We have to find them first.
Yeah, I'm just doing math in my. I mean, I have this many bullets. No, I don't know when I'll get them. So I'd ask Rin, like, once we're done, what are our next plans?
Done with the imps? I'm not sure, honestly.
Any location in mind? Because I believe Wander told me once we were done here at Blackside, we were going to go to Eternity.
I mean, he's got a better memory than I do.
I give the man. I'm just gonna check and see if I can trade him anything. I trade him my hunting rifle for 19 bullets.
Out of the deal.
But yeah, baby.
He gives it to me. He gives it to me. He's like, and then he gives me the bullets. I'm like, okay, now how much for the gun? Thank God
Bullets and
saved.
the bullets.
Yeah, right.
No, you
That's not
stop-
how this works. You gave me if these are worth 1 gold, then that hunting rifle better be worth only 1 gold. That's the
Yeah.
trade.
Yeah,
Yes,
Oh.
but I have to make money.
you put.
I don't
the,
understand
bullets in the
economics.
mouth
What are you
and
talking
hit them
about?
with your tonda and knife them.
I keep the firing pin. Like, joke's on you. Yeah, I'll just give him. I'll give him the 1 gold, and I'll add what do you say? 12 bullets.
12 bullets.
I'll add 12
Thank-
bullets to my inventory and remove 1 gold and give it to him. And I secure my bullets in a pouch. That was not.
Pouch of my own design.
Is there like items like bandoliers or anything that offers for
Yep.
like faster reloading?
Yep.
There's a feat you can take that offers like reload on a bonus action.
If I have a bandolier?
No, you don't have to have a bandolier for it. It's just a feat you can take.
Which
I
I
plan
plan
on
on
taking
taking,
the
but
feat.
that's 2 more levels.
It's 1 more level. You're
You
level
can-
3.
1 more level. You get feats at level 4.
Oh, I keep thinking it's 5. That's when multi-attack takes place. Okay, never mind then. Yep. So it's
So
afternoon.
you can get a bandolier, and you can reload as a bonus action for. But if it's revolver, you can bonus action reload once because you have a magazine of
cylinder.
bullets on the magazine.
No, I figured as much. It would be a 1 load type of thing. I mean, that'd be stupid if you could like at that point. Then you might as well not even make it a bonus action to reload the rifle. Then if you're gonna give it give a revolver that
exactly.
much leeway. But yeah, so I remove the gold and stuff, and I just wish him a good whatever time of day it is, morning, evening, afternoon.
Hey Jacob,
Afternoon,
since
so
I have
afternoon.
a pistol, how many bullets would I have started out with? 'Cause I have it as a crossbow.
You would have
like a hand crossbow, so it's easier.
You would have started with 2 magazines full.
I don't speak gun.
30 rounds.
I don't cheat. I don't speak gun. Here, let me speak for you.
So basically you have basically 1 fully loaded gun and an extra mag to put into the gun fully. So 30 bullets.
Alright.
If you need
Uh,
pistol ammo, I have like 150.
He's
surprised
ready
you
for when he
haven't
gets his
sold some of that.
MP5.
I'm gonna
Reloads MP5.
before we go, I'm gonna ask the blacksmith if he has any like special or like unusual bullets.
Get us some hollow points up in this.
No,
Not
mostly
quite what I'm going
because
for.
mostly we have just general purpose ammo here. You'd have to go to one of the bigger cities, or seeing as after a while, as you're talking, someone has dropped some metal off into his shop, or come back in like 2-3 days and I might have something.
Alright.
Unless, of course, you're going for something magical, then you'd have to go somewhere else.
Not magical,
It's not.
but something probably a little bit just the smallest bit out of the way, particularly for a town that's low on metals. Thank you. And I'll leave with
Alright.
So, I'm assuming the rest of us are probably just camping out at a tavern
Yeah.
or something.
Everyone pull out your sleeping bags. We're getting on the tables.
So, when Hope comes back, I'd ask him what the price of the ammo was.
You only asked for the rifle rounds.
I'm aware.
Okay. Alex,
What?
you were asked
He
a
asked you
question.
about the bullet prices.
I'm sorry, I was listening to see what my cats were up to because I'm overprotective of the one that just had surgery. So, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
So once you get back to like the tavern or wherever we're camping out, I'd ask you what the
Oh,
cost-
you were asking me the question.
yeah.
12 bullets for a gold piece because of lack of resources. However, if you were to go and buy bullets now that their inventory is lowered, the price may have gone up. So I would avoid buying bullets here if you can.
Well, I'm not thinking about buying, but if they have an inventory shortage,
They certainly did.
so I'm gonna go walk off in the direction of the shop.
I'm just gonna get up real quick. I need to check on my cats.
Alright.
Damn it.
All right.
So I'll walk into the shop, and I'm assuming he's just standing behind the counter or whatever.
Yeah,
it might be.
you can see the metal that just came in, so he's starting the forge up to pull out the impurities so he can actually work it.
Yeah. So I'll walk in and I'll say, I hear that you might have a slight shortage of ammunition.
Yeah, but we got some metal in, so we'll hopefully have some rolling out here pretty soon.
Well, perhaps I could help you. I've got about 60 extra rounds for a pistol, if you are interested.
Do they even know what a pistol is?
Yes,
Bro,
guns are everywhere in this universe. Everyone knows what a fucking pistol is. Usually because it's being shot at, being
What the
shot
fuck?
at by them. As I butcher the English language there. You would go, alright, well, I can't give you a price as high as you would think, because if I get more stuff in, I can make more, so the price would go down. So it doesn't become a scarcity issue anymore.
Well, what are you willing to offer?
I can offer you 2 silver coins for 15 rounds.
So, 2 silver.
Because normally I would be selling magazines for about 4-ish silver.
How badly do I need money? I don't think I need money that badly.
just give me the pistol rounds. Ooh, give them to me.
What?
I'm the
You hear a
metagaming
ghostly
dog.
effort.
Does he have any sort of weaponry hanging around?
Yep, he's got a few. He has a few guns hanging on the wall, but a lot of them look pretty beat up.
Okay. Any sort of more traditional weapons?
Yep, he would have some swords. He would have. He doesn't have anything bigger than a short sword because of the lack of metal in the area. So he's
Okay.
got short swords, spears, stuff like that. Stuff that takes very little metallic substance to make.
Yeah. They already have a short sword, so I guess I'm gonna just pass. And I'm gonna go.
I hear. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Alright.
figure out what the fuck is wrong with Benji.
Everyone's
Sounds like he's
checking
in
on their
heat.
tats.
Alright.
What's your deal? What's your deal? Come on.
Hey, is anyone going to go to the mayor's house? Like, at all?
Probably.
I would.
Okay.
While they're at the store.
It's just, I was just like, no one's doing the main thing that you all need to do so you can get paid. I'm a little confused.
Well, we're still mourning after Blair's death.
Yo, man, we just
So-
got back. Can we take a little bit of respite?
You're rushing us. You're rushing us, DM.
Ah, fuck off.
Yeah, usually DMs want this role play.
No,
man.
it's like, it's usually you guys are like, alright, let's get paid. Like, right off the bat, I'm like,
We're sad. Leave
Bitch, give me my money.
me.
Bitch said I have my money.
pay us, damn it.
Why are you suddenly opposed to roleplay, Jake?
I'm not, I was just.
I think he's
usually
mostly
everyone
looking out for
states
us.
What, yeah,
I know,
usually
I know.
everyone just immediately states what they're doing at the top, and I just kind of go through the list.
Because
Just
watch,
stop
now,
with
we're
it.
going to forget, and he's going to remind us after we forget. Be like, well, why didn't you tell us?
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah.
isn't I don't know who if anyone else is joining me to the mayor's, but I'm be going to the mayor's while they're at the store.
I would come with you.
I thought you were at the store.
No, I
You
didn't
went-
go. I didn't go with Lomac to the store.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, was it
Oh.
Solroth or Lomac that went to this?
It was
I went
Lomac.
back to this.
Soul Rod doesn't
was
have
not me.
guns.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
I
Lomac.
fight with a stick.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when Hope and
I'm
I
still
went
trying to remember
the
what
blacksmith.
everyone kind of
Yeah,
does.
that's what I
but-
mean. Like I went pretty much right away
Well,
because I don't have a
You
point.
you went while we were at the blacksmith. That's
Yeah.
what I thought you said.
Yeah, so I'd go with Wander.
I'd be gone. By the,
Oh,
you went-
already?
yeah, I would have gone to the mayor's while you were at the blacksmith.
Okay, I thought you meant like when we got back, you were heading out.
No.
No, okay, never mind then.
But knock on the door.
Alright. The door would open up as a guard would open it and be like, the mayor just got out of surgery, so it'll be a couple of minutes.
Surgery?
He told me, yeah, he's the town doctor.
Oh, I thought you were saying
Straight up,
he-
I thought he was under the needle.
I thought
under
he
the- under the
himself
knife.
was getting surgery. I'm like,
Nope.
what happened? Did the town get attacked?
He is the doctor of the town.
Okay.
Oh,
That
imagine
makes
being
more
able to
sense.
be a man who could do it all.
But anyway, what was he saying?
He told me to let you know that, I forgot where I was going. I had a train of thought. Ah, yes. That he is paid for you and your group to get a set of meals and a shower when you come back.
Fuck yeah.
I'll nod my head and like, we still do plan on continuing and finding where the attackers came from, but we had
He would still like to have you come back and talk to him
in the
once
morning.
he's taken a nap. Yep,
Okay.
he's been quite busy today.
No.
Were you gonna tell them that we lost a party member?
Because we just got back, we did lose 2 miners and one of our party members in the attack. Since that is information that's probably more relevant right now, the rest can be explained when we meet with them tomorrow.
Well, I hope you at least took care of those bandits.
Not bandits, but we dealt with the ones that came after us.
He kind of looks at you weird, like, the fuck do you mean not bandits? What the fuck else would be attacking caravans?
Someone is controlling imps. And I will walk away. Because I don't think there's anything else he needs from me at that point. Unless he has another question for me.
Nah, you walked away, man. He's just like, what the fuck? Okay, bye.
Well, like,
Okay, have a good time.
he's just the guard. I answered his question. Unless he had another question for me, I'd walk away. I figured their conversation was over then.
Yeah. But you stated, I'm going to walk away now, and then
I meant that as I figured that there was nothing else, since he doesn't really pay us.
No, it was just weird wording, weird way of wording it.
My bad.
All right. So you would arrive at the tavern.
They'll wait for everybody to get back.
I never left the tavern.
Yeah, I'd be back shortly after I left.
It wouldn't take too terribly long for everyone to group back up. So it's probably about like 12:30ish.
But before everybody gets back, how busy is the tavern right now?
It's pretty quiet.
Okay. I'll kind of stand next to wherever Farkas is at, seated wise. And do you want to talk to me? Out of everybody in the party, you probably have the most to say to me. And you have not yet.
Apologize.
I apologize.
For what?
For being hypocritical. Not saying my own secret. For being overconfident on the fact that I thought I had control over something that has not plagued me for a long time. And for asking you to share your secret with the new party member before you were ready.
Good.
But this is why I meant what I said when I understood about not being able to control oneself. Thankfully, I did not do anything too far this time. And hopefully it won't in the future if it does happen again. But after what happened with the Rangers, I didn't want to take the chance. Especially when we were escorting people. Does Farkas say anything when I mention the ranger situation? Because, like I said, Justin, I'm playing it off as Wander only thinks that you don't remember the nights of those 3 days, not the days. Because that was my mistake that I didn't understand.
Ranger situation.
What do you mean?
I guess this is both a Justin thing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the when you
The
attack,
motherfuckers you bit.
yeah, when you attacked the Rangers the first time you transformed with the party.
And no one told you after the 3 days.
Because
Oh,
yeah, when you told us that you don't remember those 3 days, most of us assumed that you just meant the nights that you transform, not the days themselves.
okay.
So
Okay.
that's why we've been like assuming Farkas remembered. And role playing it out like, why are you doing this? I don't even know what I've done.
Okay. But Ranger situation.
Do you not remember it?
Obviously not.
When you say that you don't remember those 3 days, did you actually mean the entire of the days, not just the nights?
Yes.
Then I have another thing to apologize for. We should probably go somewhere less populated. But I can explain what has happened.
All right, let's take a walk.
And after we're outside of town, I would explain that the first night that he transformed away from the party, we found his stuff in a tree, or under a tree, with cut ropes, and we found Farkas seated around a campfire, naked, by a group of rangers, who one had been cut across the chest, and another one bit on the arm. The second night, we attempted to tie you to the tree, and you broke free of your restraints, and upon the ensuing fight, you had bit Solroth, and he described similar pain that you had, that Farkas had when he was turned. But we used one of the potions that we had carrying with us to save him from the same fate. The third night, you were in a cage and didn't cause any problems. And then this last time, we kept you in the military base's bunker, so that way you would not have a chance to injure anyone. I apologize for not telling you sooner, or not understanding what you meant about not remembering, and not telling you what happened, and trying to make you take accountability for something that you didn't remember.
Thank you.
Hopefully now we have we kind of have your situation more under control. But it still is not fair of me to ask you to share your situation with others in the party. That mostly Hope, since he is joining us for the time. And I don't know how long he is staying, but it sounds like he might be staying with us till the next full moon. But also the fact that I did not as well tell him about my situation. Even with the assumption.
What exactly is your situation?
The best way I can describe it is that I have a second person living in my body. It's not really what it is, but I don't like being that person anymore. It's survival instincts and pure bloodlust of just staying alive at any cost, even to those around me. From when I was a Reaper of the Holy Empire. Do you know what that is?
No, I don't.
Best way to describe them is usually people of my ancestry, I'll point to the horns, are taken in by the Holy City and used as execution murdering machines. They kill those that are in the way of, or that are imprisoned by the Holy Empire under the guise of this will be their freedom if they're able to defeat the Reaper. But
like a trial by combat.
Yes, but given the fact that they are beaten and starved before the fight, they usually don't have a chance, even against a child.
And if they win, there's a good chance they become the Reaper in that Reaper's stead.
So what sets you off?
To be honest, I don't know.
Oh, lovely.
Mostly because this has never happened beforehand. It seemed to set off when I had the severe pain when I broke my arm all those weeks ago, and seeing Blair get cut down in front of me also seemed to let it go.
So, high emotional triggers?
It seems that way. I know it, though I do not know exactly how Reaper thinks. I do know that he has general ideas of the party. And
give it a salute.
Yeah. But as long as he's not provoked, he should not attack at least the majority of the party. Hero, or Hope, I don't know why I keep trying to call Hope Hero. Probably because he reminds me of Big Hero 6. But
that's a huge compliment, actually. La, 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 la.
Hope is probably considered a threat due to the fact that Hope has proven that he will attack first before. Not going to lie, he might see you as a threat given the fact that you did attack him as a werewolf, and he doesn't understand the concept of that you can't control that.
Wait, Farkas fought me as a werewolf?
No, I'm talking about me.
Oh. I'll be right back. I'm hearing my cat whine.
Or as just you, as in
as in you have attacked my body as a werewolf.
Okay.
Everything else has usually been out of caution and wouldn't be seen as much more than a nuisance. But if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure you knocked me unconscious as a werewolf.
I have no idea. Both Justin and Farkas.
Yeah. But I think that's part of the reason for that. But I do know for a fact that he would not hurt at least Rin. And everyone else would probably be in an indifference as long as it's not a aggressive act against him.
Irby,
So Rin
funnily
knows.
enough, like the fact that your character doesn't remember and you don't remember just works really well.
You know, right?
Did you do that on purpose? Knowing your bad
No.
memory?
No. Just, unless it was subconscious being like, oh, he doesn't remember. It definitely a perk. It's why I'm never going to take the keen mind feat. So Rin knew about this?
No. She knows about my past. Like I said, this is a different problem that's only cropped up recently, since I've been more active in the world. When we were traveling in the Ruby Riders laying low, I was usually protected and also kept from things from being overly like intense, so to speak. So this has not been a problem until now. Not that it gives me a reason to hide it, but I have not known it to be a problem until 3 days ago. When I broke my arm, I know he had no intent on hurting any of the party. But after what happened, it's clear that he is able to. Maybe not fully willing to right off the bat, but he is able to. I know that I am able to force him down somewhat, but depending on the situation, depending on how big the trauma is, the more likely it is to happen. That it seems to be certain at this point. I will not blame myself for losing control because of Blair's death, because that is something that should not have happened and something that I will regret for a long time coming. I do regret that I injured some of the party, or at least the one party member and the person that we were trying to protect. And I did not, and he would actually kind of like he would probably fall to the ground and like sit down and just kind of take off the mask and just put his hand, like the palm of his hands, to his eyes and gently start weeping while I say, and I did not deserve that man's forgiveness for attacking him.
Gee, feelings.
I don't deserve it.
Oh, hi, Benji. Okay.
And Benji used bite.
Just attacked.
It's super effective.
I did not deserve his forgiveness, and I do not deserve any forgiveness from the party. which is why I am okay with both Hope and Lomac saying that they will kill me if it happens and I attack the party again. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be okay with being put down as like a feral animal. I'm sorry. And Wander will stand back up and put the mask back on.
I pat you on the back.
Not to ruin the moment, but would it be closer to my ass? Being a gnome.
I'm reaching up. I would have said shoulder.
He gives you a coach's slap. Good game, buddy.
Get out there, buddy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin the moment. I know you can reach my back. I just wanted to break the
Being a little bit of a dick there.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to break the tension.
But it's fucking funny.
Okay, that didn't feel good.
Just pat you on the back and I walk back to the tavern.
Alright.
What
We're
a
gonna
moment.
take a 15-minute break because I know a couple people have gotten up and went to the bathroom and gotten something to
Okay.
eat. So we might as well do the same. 15.
Alright. No,
Okay.
I'll be here.
Sorry if I brought out emotions.
I'll
Ouch.
just be here.
Killed me.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Ooh, a meme.
By the way, I love the creme brulee dragon. I want him. I want him as a pet.
Oh, another meme. Oh, jeez.
All of the memes.
So many memes. So little time.
I'm just gonna pretend I know what that is.
What? Pretend that you know what is.
Creme brulee.
Justin? You bastard! I'll go to bed.
Yep.
Alright. Are we on quick break? Or
Yeah, we're on a quick break. Don't mind me, I'm just dying over here.
Same.
I haven't been very active this session, although I feel
I haven't either. I ripped Wander a new one quickly, but that was about it.
I haven't even done that, although I've been gone for a little bit. Because I freaking couldn't make it on.
I pretty much told him that if it happens again, I'll kill him. If I have to. Oh, Benji, you're funny.
Ugh.
Do 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 do. Why is it so quiet?
Because I'm dying.
We're all dying.
Aren't we all?
Kill me.
I was gone for a bit trying to settle my cats down, and now they're sleeping. Or
It's
trying.
like having your own kids.
Oh no, my kids are gonna be hell demons. Especially with the woman I'm probably gonna have one with. Be overly emotional dipshits. There we go, that's the word. They'll get their smarts from me, and they'll get my girlfriend's fucking emotions.
I used to want kids.
I want a big family. I want like four or five kids.
Yeah, no, I used to want kids, and then my psycho bitch ex cheated on me and then tried to file a restraining order against me, even though she's the one that cheated on me and I haven't talked to her in 7 months.
I think that might be just a way that her mind is trying to make herself not seem like the perpetrator.
Oh,
She wants to pull it around as a victim because she could easily say, yeah, I left my boyfriend and I had to file a restraining order against him, and that's like, instead of
Somehow
saying, I broke up with
justifies
my
it.
boyfriend because I cheated on him.
Yeah.
Makes you
Yeah.
sound like there's something more there.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a lot of the reason behind it. I just like she kind of like destroyed any trust I have in relationships, so I am like staying single for a while.
I just, when that happened, when I got out of a bad relationship, I just kept telling myself that life is full of jelly beans. You like certain flavors, you don't like others, and then, if you eat too much of the same flavor, it gets old.
Must be nice.
But you'll get over it. I know it's easy to say.
I'm well and true over her, that's for damn sure.
I did the same thing. I was like, I'm gonna be single for a while, and then my current girlfriend came in and was like all flirty and shit, and I was like, no feelings.
There is a girl down here that's kind of been flirty and has low key already dropped the hey we should move in together, but like I'm not.
Have you even dated her yet? Moving in together before even dating?
I don't even really plan on dating her, to be completely honest.
Fuck buddies that live together. All right.
Not even that. No.
Friends that live together. All right.
Yeah, no, I'm probably just gonna stay right where I'm at. I like my apartment, apart from the whole, I don't have any hot water for the entire weekend thing.
Oh yeah, no, I lived in a place that my pilot light kept going out, and it was in a closet, right? Because it was locked away. I wasn't supposed to touch it because it's not mine. I wasn't supposed to touch the water heater, right? So they locked it away in a closet. Well, I stopped getting like hot water, so I called the landlord about it, and the guy came in, and he left, and I'm like, so what was wrong with it? And he's like, oh, you must have blew out the pilot light. I'm like, how the fuck can the pilot light go out? It's in a goddamn closet in my house. Oh yeah, I don't know. And then sure enough, it took about 3 more times that it went out for him to change the pilot light, so that way the flame would stay lit. But for the longest time, he was blaming me, someone who couldn't get into a locked closet in my house, saying, oh yeah, he's blowing it out for some fucking reason, not giving himself hot water. Like, that's what he told my landlord.
Wow.
Yeah, he's blowing out the pilot light. So my landlord's like, stop blowing it out. And I'm like, how? How the fuck am I blowing it out? Come over here and tell me. Him getting on all fours and blowing underneath the crack of the fucking closet? God damn.
Yeah, I mean, I have some pretty decent landlords here. Like, they were super cool because I sent my rent check when I was back home in Wisconsin, like 2 weeks before it was due, and it never showed up. And so, because my check got lost in the mail, they just waived the late payment fee for me.
The landlord I was talking about tried to sue me for $4,000 because she said I ruined the apartment.
Landlords fucking suck.
Here's the thing, though, it wasn't even my landlord.
Just let them suck.
It was a major management company. That's my advice to anyone that goes renting. Go to either you need to know your landlord. You You need
We
to
have
know
no
them.
idea who the fuck our landlord is, and he doesn't really answer us when we contact him. The only contact I've ever gotten from him is when he thought I didn't pay my part of the rent, even though Austin paid double for both of us in his payment.
I love the renters, right? So here's the thing: you're not responsible for any wear and tear on your bill in the apartment, right? So let's say that your pipe breaks or like your sink is leaking water. You can call a plumber to fix it and bill the landlord, and they're responsible to pay it because it's normal wear and tear that you're not responsible for, and you're installing a piece of equipment that'll be there after you leave.
Double check the state laws on that. I don't think that's the case in every state.
It's not the same in every state, but in Minnesota, it's the broken window law or whatever in renters' rights, where if like it was explained to me like if you throw a ball in the house and it breaks a window, you're responsible for it. But if somebody that doesn't live with you outside throws a ball through it, the landlord's responsible for it.
Yeah, no, I had like amazing landlords when in the last place I lived at in Winona, because it was like the last month of our lease when I found out my ex was cheating on me, and so I went and got all my shit, and I called and talked to my landlord. I'm like, hey, I moved all my crap out. Can you come over and sign off that all my stuff is out and that I'm giving you, I handed him the keys personally and everything. Because, at that point, I didn't think she would go psycho bitch, but, there was a reason I did things, and I'm really glad I didn't leave the keys with her and all that stuff. And I had the landlord come over. He came, he checked out the apartment. It was like, all right, everything looks fine. I got my entire full security deposit back.
Nice!
Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch!
So anything, Benji, get off the counter. Like Benji did rip up a couple.
Good job, Benji. Attack.
He ripped up a couple corners of the carpet in that apartment, so I'm guessing Jordan got stuck with that bill and I got the cat.
That's fucking hilarious.
Karma's a bitch.
Fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch!
Get off the stove, you stupid motherfucker. Get off the stove.
He's cold. Turn it on for him.
Put him in.
Put it on low.
No,
Put him in a crock pot.
Not smart.
Kitten in a crock pot. Yeah.
Kidding. I'm kidding. God damn.
Yeah, no, those landlords were super cool because they were super sympathetic with everything that happened. They showed up, looked at the place, were like, yeah, everything looks fine, and then took my key and signed me as officially out of the apartment before the end of the lease so that I didn't have to fucking deal with any of that shit.
Yeah, I haven't had any bad landlords in Winona.
We've pretty much only gotten landlords that have clearly had college freshmen once, and they refuse to believe that anybody is anything but that, and so they'll just treat you like in bad faith every single time.
I hear that all the time at my work. It's just like, oh, kids your age, they don't know how to respect property. And
yeah,
I'm like,
they
what the
fucking
fuck are you talking about? You're talking about guys that don't care about your property. You're renting to anyone that wants a place. That's on you.
Yeah, you don't
Do a fucking application. Talk to them. Ask them if they're a part of a frat. How many people are staying with them? How long they've been friends? Because if you're going to rent out a house to people that have been friends since middle school, they may trash the place because they plan on leaving next year. But if you actually talk to them and not already cast judgment on them, you'll be fine.
Oh, they also way overcharge for what they give you every single time.
Oh yeah, no, I know. And the worst part is that the county clerk that's in Winona here is in with all the landlords. So if you call to make a complaint against that landlord, they just call the landlord, and the next thing you know, they're going to come up with a reason to evict you.
Exactly.
Because Hannah tried to go to the county clerk about black mold that was in her last place she lived at, and the county clerk called her landlord. Was like, hey, this girl is trying to say that you have black mold in your apartment, so we have to send someone to test.
We had tons of black mold in our last apartment, and it was
They
so
did nothing
awful.
about it. We moved
They
in
did-
with black.
You know
mold.
what happened was like the ceiling was literally falling down. Like it was stucco on the bathroom ceiling where it had no like there was no ventilation.
No
The
good
van
ventilation.
the
The
fan
funny
on
part
the
is
ceiling
that
was
you
shit.
could have called a contractor and billed your landlord for that, and if there was anything defective about that where you needed to be removed from the premises, the landlord would have to pay for your
No,
lodging.
that entire place was probably seriously dangerous.
You should have. I called my brother's first house here in Winona the crack house because
Yeah.
he wasn't allowed to go in the basement, and when we did go in the basement when he was leaving, shit you not, covered, and I mean covered like paint, black mold all over, and beams were literally being held up in the basement with like stacked rocks.
Yeah,
And that explains why his like
Okay,
floor was all.
Sorry, 1 second. So, Alex, I have your proper token on the screen now, but you'll have to re-put in your stats for that. And Josh, I have your token. Oh wait,
I'm not here yet though.
You're not. Yeah, you're not here yet, but it needs to be done. So when you do,
You're
so,
here in
What's up,
spirit.
Josh? How about that?
By the way, Alex,
that's the thing, Josh.
I
I know.
love the creme brulee dragon. I want him as a pet.
he's so sweet.
I used to have
What
to
a good
make
boy.
creme brulee when I worked at Hy-Vee, and that's really like exactly how we were kind of supposed to do it. Is just like kind of like over the shoulder over your forearm with a towel, so that way
my
the sugar on top didn't splatter on you.
Oh,
So I literally
that's
had to go
proper
like
form,
over.
too.
I had to go over my forearm and do the creme brulee thing in front of people at Hy-Vee. And people are like, ooh, fancy. And I'm like, don't call me fancy. I work at Hy-Vee and I'm literally heating up your creme brulee in a fucking oven. All right? Don't.
That's how you cook a creme brulee, is an oven.
Yeah. And then you let it sit in the fridge.
And
Yeah.
And then it's
Caramelized
hard
sugar.
like cheesecake. And then you could bring it to somebody and then you heat it up with a torch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I know. It's just that it was the same oven we used for everything. It wasn't a baker's oven. It was like for chicken and fish and...
That's fine.
You see where I'm going with this?
That's fine. Why are you ovenist?
Yes, but Patton, you also have to realize Hy-Vee standards are low. That was probably cleaned maybe once a month.
Yeah.
I figured that we had to clean it every night because of how caked the chicken grease was.
ew.
So you see what I mean.
You see what I mean?
So I figured Jacob would get it.
Yeah, I get it.
If any of you guys are looking for a new place with great landlords, Grover Properties is the place to go in Winona.
Oh, their places look fucking nice.
They are.
Properties?
Yeah, Grover Properties. That's where Jordan and I lived. They are super chill.
Oh, by the way, probably shouldn't dox yourself.
Why to the two viewers?
Shut up.
What do you mean?
Ooh.
Like basically giving away your location.
He doesn't.
I know.
He doesn't live
I
there.
I don't live anywhere anymore. Not even remotely close.
He lives in the road.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
I'm a leaf on the wind.
Right, Jacob.
Life is
Red
soup,
health,
and I
green
am
is
fork.
AC, and blue is movement speed.
I am dust in the wind.
Blue moon. Yeah, yep. Red
Okay.
health, green AC. Blue,
I heard you,
movement.
Dustin. That was funny.
I am dusting in the wind.
Dustin the wind.
Dust in the wind.
I would like to join you, my brother.
All right. So unless anyone wants to do anything for this day, which I believe is the 8th, going into the 9th.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, other than I would have taken a bit to go back to the tavern because I was outside sitting, or not really sitting, but you know what I mean.
Crying on the sidewalk like a drunk girl after prom.
We were outside of town.
Patton,
Yeah.
remember,
From-
everyone has meals in the shower on the house.
Yep. Okay. Then I'll probably. I'll take.
I'm taking a fucking shower.
I'm gonna eat my meal first and take a shower before going to sleep.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, I'll mention that to everyone. I think that's what he was meaning.
Yeah.
Because I was the only one that went there. Like, oh yeah, you all get free meals and a shower. I know the shower doesn't really affect you, Hope, but in fact, I probably think you should avoid it. I honestly don't know how you work.
Oil bath, perhaps.
Sugar.
Essential oil bath.
I'm just in.
Oh, and showers are considered a luxury in the middle of winter. So.
Fuck yeah, they are.
Oh,
Buggers.
Hold on, is it
Well,
a
yeah,
hot
because they're
shower?
gonna be
Especially hot
warm,
showers.
right? They're gonna be warm, yeah?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, baby, let's go. Warm shower. I would relish that shit. Like, I'm not gonna take too long to the point where I'm, like, taking up extra hot water, but I'm gonna enjoy every moment of that.
Right. So with the party with a full belly, it is now the 9th.
So are we going to finish what we started with those imps?
Yeah. Well, we have a meeting with the mayor in the morning, or now, but
Right.
we have no leads as to where the imps go. The only thing I can think of is sending a dummy cart, but that means we have to deal with another imp attack if there's more of them, or maybe.
Well, do we know how? Well, when we were attacked by them. Do we know how far from where they are usually are? How far they'll usually go to attack from that point?
No, we don't know enough about imps.
So we know nothing about imps, and yet we're going to go
We
fight
don't
them
know
after they
enough
kill the
about
pretty.
imps. We know how to deal with them. We just
Mm.
the thing is
Really?
that
We do not.
somebody
think
is
you put his mind
controlling
at
them.
ease.
Somebody's controlling them and is wanting the ore,
There's a platypus
as well as the
controlling me.
bodies, as well as the cart. The bodies are probably just being used to feed the imps. But the cart and the ore is something that's apparently important to whoever's controlling the imps.
Well, when we have no leads, we have to make them. So I don't see any other choice besides making some sort of trap.
Could ask the mayor if he's had to buy ore from outside of town in recent weeks or months or whatever long this is happening.
Should we also ask the blacksmith then as well?
It's possible, but usually any order that the blacksmith puts through, the mayor would know about regardless, unless it's under the table.
And that's what I'm hinting. I'm sorry, my facial expressions are not very good.
Well, that was more of a the mayor would know of any orders. Oh wait, unless it's under the table, then the orders would have been not.
Well,
included with-
my point is the blacksmith business needs to stay alive more than the mayor would probably be willing to send people out to get it. So, it's just if I don't know much about business practices, but you got to keep your supply up to meet the demand, and when the supply gets cut off, you find means of getting it.
But if the mayor needs the ore to make weapons and armor, so that way he can equip the town guard. So the mayor will need the blacksmith to have enough ore. So,
I feel like we're going to start an argument going back and forth, but I want to see, are we both in agreement that we should at least still ask the blacksmith?
we should probably ask them. We should probably talk to the mayor first, since he's expecting us in pretty early. But yes, I think we can make a pit stop and talk to the blacksmith.
Okay. Just covering bases is all.
All good.
Alright, so you go to the mayor's place.
Do we still have Blair's body?
Yes.
Where have we been keeping her wrapped up on the sled?
I imagine so.
'Cause I think that's the only one.
So you arrive at the mayor's house. And I'm assuming you go into his office.
Yeah, announce us ourselves first, but yeah. Not to make sure that we're not intruding on important time or anything.
So, he'll have you come in, and I need everyone but Patton and Eden to make me an intelligence check.
Fuck!
I
Don't like
don't
you.
like that.
Don't like that.
I smell Holy Empire.
I think I taste it, because I think it's getting forced down my throat.
You said intelligence check?
I
Yes.
feel it in my gut because I'm
We got
about
some
to
good
get
intelligence
stabbed.
in this group.
Alright. So, before you... I'm going to work my way from the head down. You see a man talking to the mayor.
Were
From
we
what
all
you
supposed to roll intelligence? I thought you just said it was.
Except
Oh,
for
God damn
Patton.
it. I'm gonna turn up my headphones. I can't. I'm not having any luck hearing. Okay,
So
let
in
me
short, that means
I'm sorry.
me, Farkas, Hope, Lomac.
Hey, good
That's
job.
a
Intelligence
save.
save.
God damn it!
Good check, Leaps.
No!
Wait, they're the same. Can he take the first roll?
I would allow him to take the first one, yes.
Yeah!
Yay! Dipshit
We
wins
all rolled
again.
18.
So,
Except me.
Wow.
so. And you're looking, he has his back to you. From on his head, it looks like about half of it, a little over half of his, no, probably 75% of his head is just metal. And you can see, like, skin on the other part.
I think I know what that is.
robot?
You see him wearing a tethered cloak. It is very old, very worn. But you can still make out what looks like to be a golden chalice with holy water, with water flowing out of it.
So I assume we didn't make it because we would know for sure, right?
Yes, you would know for sure.
Let me just... Okay.
Everyone would know that this would be the general symbol for the Holy Nation.
Do I have time to put on my mask really quick? As he's got his back turned up?
He has not turned around yet.
Yeah,
This is basically the symbol for the Holy Nation.
I'll grab my
Everyone
mask
panic,
and put it on my
everyone
face.
panic.
I'm calm on the outside, but on the inside,
Are
I
they
am
talking
screaming.
or are they not saying anything right now?
They haven't said anything yet
Like-
since you've walked in.
I apologize.
I haven't finished telling you what you know yet.
Sorry.
Patton.
I wanted to ask something real quick. So the guy has the holy. Would I even know that symbol then?
Yes, you would, because basically
in your data banks.
when you came into the city, they would have told you general information like these are people you should watch out for. People with this symbol are more likely to hate you more. Yada yada yada, blah blah blah.
So
with
is
this
his back
symbol
turned
try
to
to
me
kill
then
you.
too, or does he notice me?
Yeah, no, his back is basically there's a desk. His back, he's looking at the person sitting in the desk, and you just walk through the door behind him. He has not turned around yet.
I'm going to kind of just split away from the party real quick, but be close enough to kind of overhear everything still. I mostly just don't want to be associated with these guys for right now.
Did you finish saying then, or?
No, I'm gonna
Okay.
continue. He was asking a question.
Yeah, I know.
You two would know that the gold coloring of the chalice signifies someone of basically a rank of noble.
Oh, fantastic.
Great, those are awesome.
To put it in perspective
terms.
of knowledge of your characters, Patton, if this person walked into your caging area and said, "I'm taking this one with me," no one could stop him.
Fantastic.
Except for us. By attacking.
Eden, for your knowledge, the only people who could stop this man would be either the head not the head inquisitor, I can't remember the title name, but the strongest of the inquisitors, or the high priest of the nation.
How do you make it
Man.
smaller?
Rin just exploded on the screen.
I don't know how to make it smaller.
Would you make
Oh.
it bigger?
Look at me. I'm the biggest one in the party now.
I'm the governor.
I deleted my old one because I noticed that it was still my old one, and now
Oh.
I can't.
Oh
I can't.
my god.
Yeah, Jacob
I can't even
has to
select
change
it.
Jacob has to...
Won't even let me select it. All right.
Cool. All right.
God damn it.
Bless you.
Couldn't get some mutants.
Or
on.
Gesundheit or something along those lines.
And as the man turns around, you would notice that this man is a hell of a lot more metal than human, than flesh.
By the way, before he turned around, I didn't realize you were still in the meeting.
He says, "No, it's all right." The mayor would say it's all right. He's just an old friend of mine.
Don't like that.
Don't show your discomfort, otherwise
we
we'll know
have
something's
masks
up.
on for
What
a
the
reason.
masks are for?
As he would turn around, this guy is more machine than man. Like, the only part of him that really seems to be, well, human is his right eye and the skin surrounding it going up the right side of his head.
Sounds like one ugly mother.
Does he dress us, or does he just start walking out?
He looks you up and down for a second, and then will go, "Oh, my apologies. I should introduce myself. I am Dr. Adriel. I am the head of the Artisans Guild."
Gross.
Oh.
Hmm.
Don't say anything.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
He's inciting that.
Deception.
Oh god.
It is
Oh,
something to meet you.
oh
Oh.
Your deception is awful.
That's a +4. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's still not one.
Yeah, exactly. I would continue by saying, we actually have some business with the Artisan Guild, or at least the Crafters Guild, for a purchasing of a wagon in
Nuclear device.
Eternity.
I mean, wagon.
But we are currently collecting money to afford it at the moment.
He looks at you and just goes,
Strangely.
"You may calm yourself. I have not interacted with the Holy Nation for quite some time."
Why you bearing their symbols, motherfucker? You're gonna scare people. That's not in character, by the way. That's... I would say, then why, pray tell, do you wear their marks?
To remind myself of the evil I've committed in their name.
Wander would relax a lot at that point. Actually, I'll insight that first.
Yeah, too.
Oh fuck! God damn it! I rolled a 6.
My fucking... Why is my shit not... There we go. Insight.
So, Patton, you wouldn't really be able, with the 12, you wouldn't really be able to tell
Yeah.
one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
But Ren, you can tell that this man has seen and done some shit. Because you know that they don't really like their nobles using mechanical implants to improve themselves in any way.
Well, yeah, no, they don't.
It's usually only kept for the Inquisitors to make them better at hunting down people.
I will at least then say then that is something we have in common then. And I'll just go ahead and move the bandages on my left arm a little bit. So that way he can see the seared flesh of the Reaper mark.
Interesting. Former Reaper. Not many of you make it out.
Not by their choice. But
Is that the sound of someone writing down?
It has left me with plenty of personal mental trauma.
Well, I can tell you this much. If you ever find yourself... Pull up the map, because I... forgot the name of the city. Eternity. It's probably one of the safest places for you. Because they're forbidden from entering the city.
Which city? I missed it.
Eternity.
Eternity. Okay.
Eternity.
Though some
like a
do
place.
slip through the cracks every once in a while. That's usually why I'm around.
I'll nod my head.
But that is semantics.
I believe we were planning on heading there eventually anyway. So I will take you up on that offer. Though at the moment we have a little bit of recompense we plan on dealing out to whatever's in the area that is controlling the imps that killed our party member and 2 of the miners we were trying to escort.
Yes, I have been filled in a little bit on that problem, and actually strangely coincides with why I'm actually here. through digging through some old military terminals, I believe there is one of, I believe, a small handful of hidden bases in the area. And that might be where you find your culprit.
It saves us a lot of time of trying to find them ourselves. I thank you.
No, we'll just go over to the map real quick. I'll be right like there-ish. So, 2 days away. Or 2 nights away. You will go, and if you come into Eternity looking for work, since most of the other guilds don't really like to associate themselves with the city, if you come to me, I will pay you the God damn it, Jacob's
Going
forgetting
rate.
his own lore.
Entrance fee? Or the entrance to the city?
No. The Fighters Guild rates, so you can also get credit for any jobs that way. Basically, I'm contracting you out to do shit.
I'll look to the rest of the party. Lomac, you're a correspondent in the Fighters Guild. Does that sound good to you?
Sounds fair enough to me.
Jacob, when I incited him, did you give me an idea of whether or not he's being honest when he says he regrets what he's done?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
It seems to be a great source of pain for him.
Then that sounds fine to me.
Eden, even or odd?
Odd.
No.
Say even. Say even.
You know what? You want to know something funny? I actually meant to say even, and I said odd, and I have no idea why I said odd. But there's no way for me
The
to prove
gods have
that.
forsaken you.
So what? So what happens?
Pain.
Dr. Cromwell will say. Dr. Cromwell will say. Well, until you have scouted out the location, I will not send any shipments until you have returned. And Dr. Azriel will say, well, since you are going, I might as well be off too, so I can actually get to Eternity before you do. I move slower than I would like. So, I wish you all safe travels.
Same to you.
As you see him start to walk towards the door, and oh my god, like this dude is like, you would think being of the Artisans Guild, he'd be able to move really quick with his, implants and stuff. But you have seen. It almost seems like you've seen snails move faster than this man is walking.
Perhaps their perception implants.
More like he's probably got a fuck ton of weaponry that's heavy as shit.
Hidden?
Yeah.
Or metal that his body is made of.
Isn't our robot also metal, though? And he
I mean, I don't know how Jacob's ruling it, but actually a lot of Warforged are just metal plated with wood as their base structure on the inside because it's.
But this man is not a Warforged. He is.
I know,
cyborg.
but I'm talking about. He was talking about.
Yeah.
Most Warforged are mostly metal in this realm because they were built from military experiments. So most of them are indeed made of basically completely metal.
I guess we still have the meeting then.
Yes, my apologies. He actually taught me medicine, so when we found him, but that is a story for another day. We've got a problem that needs fixing.
Indeed.
Jacob singing away for us. For the respect of your friend, I will still pay you your friend's portion on this job.
If it's all right with you, for losing 2 of the miners, feel free to keep that money since we didn't hold up
Fucking no!
the full end of the bargain.
No!
All I would ask is that if that is the route you decide to take, please see to it that that money may end up going to the family for a proper retirement to the afterlife.
No.
They would very much appreciate that. Thank you.
That's kind of what I meant that to be used for. But,
Yes, but you didn't specify that
yeah,
at
you're
all.
right. I need to
whatsoever.
specify.
He could have spent it on booze and still have been within his reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like you to investigate the area and try and clear this place out. And if we're lucky and the place is still intact, there might be something useful that can be learned or gained from the area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. The old coot forgot to tell you this, but he said something like there's like a hidden key or a keypad that kind of blends into the terrain. I think the password he said was like 2369. You would your characters would be able to remember that. I'm not expecting you to remember the code.
I'll remember it anyways.
Fight at pure spite. Remember it.
Spite that man.
No,
Spite him.
I mean, I've already forgotten it, except for the fact that it ends in a 5-9.
2639.
Okay.
Okay, besides the point.
Anyway.
Do you ask the mayor anything else?
I mean, should we ask him if there's a place where we can keep Blair's body until we can get back to it?
You can.
Then I would ask him, because as much as it it hurts to let go, even temporarily. We can't be lugging an entire body around all the time.
Plus, that would be very freaky to most people.
But I
Yeah,
do plan
precious
on
thing.
coming. I do plan on coming back to this when I have the ability to fix it. So if we could not like bury her, that'd be great. She's not going to rot. I've made sure of that. But
We do have a space to temporarily store corpses before cremation, so I don't see why we can't hold one there for a little while.
thanks. Just as long as there won't be any mix-up, because if she's cremated, it's going to have to wait a lot longer.
I'm the only one that oversees those things, so unless I am super fucking tired and super fucking drunk, I don't think it'll be a problem.
I sincerely hope you would not be.
Does anybody else in the party have any questions for him?
Not particularly. What do you want, Benji? Here.
Alright. Hearing no more questions.
Alright. Let's go get some fucking revenge.
Revenge.
Let's.
Alright, instead of doing the normal travel, I ask if anyone wants to do anything, yada yada blah blah blah. I'm just gonna skip 2 days so Josh can hopefully play some D&D before he leaves for work.
Whoa! I'm just kind of sitting here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I
Kill it.
didn't think it would take this long, Josh.
It's alright. I've just been strolling through iFunny.
The forbidden word.
Yeah, I know.
Ship.
Part of the ship, part of
Part
the
of the
crew. What are
crew.
they gonna do?
Oh, Josh, when you sent that meme to our chat, I had to mute myself
I am
because I was
unsurprised.
laughing.
Oh, what a good looking at memes. But
So tired of not being part of the fucking chat.
no, different chat. The forbidden chat.
Okay.
Never forbidden one. No, the one I lost is one Irby sent. It's over Romeo. I have the high ground. I just lost it. I had to mute myself because I was laughing way too hard.
You underestimate my horny.
Yeah, no, that made it worse.
Yeah, it did. I hated
Inside
Romeo
of
and
us are
Juliet.
two wolves. One has depression. The other has depression. You have depression.
Wonder.
I knew it.
Alright, so
That's a mood.
Let's get Josh to Didi.
Yes.
as you approach the area, this is the morning of the 11th, FYI. You have skipped 2 days. As I accidentally exit out of roll 20. God fucking damn it.
Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bum bum ba-dum.
You would find a small cave. Hint. Hint. Find a small cave. Go into the damn cave.
I have a feeling it might be in there.
I don't know. I don't think we should go in.
I'm gonna kill
We
you.
just might-
This cave seems rather small.
I
Kill him.
empty my chamber into the cave. No, not actually.
All of you can go fuck yourselves.
Well, it's not like anyone else is gonna do it, so I might as well.
Hey.
One
Only if I
who's
can do
least
it with a
likely
weapon
to
that'll kill
fit.
me.
Oh god.
Kill me.
I'm sorry, I'm starting to get turned on a little bit.
Oh,
That sounds a little gay.
Bonk.
Oh no!
we just get yeeted.
Oh.
Alright. Do you go into the cave?
No.
I'm assuming that's where we have to go, correct?
Do we want to pass without trace? Just sneak in there?
There's not going to be a lot of places to... yeah, fuck it.
Eh? Alright, Cat. Let's do that. Pass without trace.
So that's what, all at plus 10 to our stealth?
Yep.
Plus 10 to stealth.
Okay.
We love that spell so much.
Hey, 29.
That's a 31.
Yeah.
Oh, when I heard it said no, hey 29, I was about to say that's a 31.
That's a good thing.
God damn it,
That's a
Soul
19.
Wrath.
It's a 19. Fuck you.
Dude, the paladin got
yeah.
us 22.
Why are you a plus 13?
He added plus 10.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's adding the 10.
Okay.
Hey,
No, I have a plus 23 to stealth as a paladin. That makes sense.
don't you have disadvantage because of your armor?
Yeah, that's why you rolled it twice. The 27 and 22.
Oh, I missed the second one. Sorry.
Wait, do I have disadvantage?
Are you
I
a
have-
juggernaut?
I have scale mail.
Yes, scale mail's disadvantage.
You jingle like a fucking bag full of coins.
So,
Jingle,
so your
jingle.
disadvantage is still 13.
Still 23, yeah, so I'm good.
Yeah, 23.
I'm Gucci boys and girls.
So we can sneak up on them.
Clink, 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 clink.
As you walk
Here's
down
the thing, though.
cave-
My stealth is just walking up to him and just full bore, just blasting him in the back of the head. God damn, maybe I am like
As
John
you
Wilkes incarnate.
enter the cave, you would eventually reach a dead end.
Oh no.
Oh,
Said there was a panel. to enter.
Perception
Beep,
check.
Beep, beep, beep. There it is.
Jesus, Fargus.
My ears.
2 natural 20s in a row.
That means he's
That
gonna
doesn't
die.
bode well.
Yeah,
He is
you're-
going
you're-
to die in this
Yeah,
combat.
you're gonna follow Blair.
Oh, 5.
Wander will be nice and ignorant of it happening too, as Farkas is absorbed into the wall.
Too bad I can't read the binary code on the wall.
This is not my favorite.
Someone should
So
be able to
Farkas,
read
you would be
binary.
able-
Hint, hint.
Farkas, you would be able to find the keypad on the wall, and it's actually very well blended in, like they had like carved it out of the rock.
Oh, interesting. All right. 2369. Beep, beep, bop.
Right, now I have to go to the tavern screen. Blink. 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 No. Blink. Oh, great. I have to shrink everyone quick. Give me a sec.
That's fine. I have to pee anyways.
Did not need to know that.
I did. The life is complete.
Wait, you peed? Just now? My god. Someone kill me.
Blink. Blink.
Oh, shit, I forgot to, what's your name again? Alex, that's your name. He just left, god damn it. I hate myself.
Same though.
Alright,
That
I
go-
am going to keep going because time schedule. And you would see a illusionary wall disappear. And you would just see this big metal door. By big, I mean that big.
I see black.
Go all the way down.
I see white.
That is a long building.
I don't see color.
I don't see color. Hey, who's that man who's suddenly next to Hugin?
Oh, fuck. Thank you, Badton. I have to hide him in a wall somewhere. I was just like, oh, copy all of them, move them over. And you would see the door unhinge itself. I can't really do that with this door, sadly, because it'll look like shit. But, and open itself.
So, is this the door right here?
Yes, that is the door.
Okay. It goes this way, swinging.
Nope. It doesn't swing very far because it doesn't have. Well, where the hell is? I can never find this thing. It's swinging this way, but it's only going out like 10 feet.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have. There's not enough power to make it go further, but you don't know that yet.
Okay. Oh.
And then I will. You would notice that there, as you enter the room, you notice that there are some defense turrets, but they are very obviously all powered down. And the only light you can see is from this dim red emergency light. Or from a dim red emergency light.
Creepy.
That didn't do what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, click, click.
It's like alien isolation bullshit.
Did not do what I wanted it to. I hate this shit so much. Boop. Boop. There we go.
Alright.
Oh yay! Here we go.
Let's
go.
Who wants
Let's
to
go.
Who wants to go in first?
Dib's not it.
Is that even a question? We all know I'm getting.
By the way, Jacob, we can't click on the tokens.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Oh, okay.
How dare you question him?
That
Yep,
means
for the first time ever, you're not supposed to be able to.
so that means that they're going to be
Unless you fuck up.
They're
That means we're all going to die.
I don't like the corpses.
It's like I was like, unless you severely fuck this up somehow, yeah, everything's just fine. And to this, to what would be the left of the door, you see what looks like is supposed to be a security room.
Do we see any of these hostile threats? These turrets? Or
I mean, they're just
they're
off, right?
they're sentry turrets that are just powered off because there's not enough power to operate them.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm getting sent through first, as per usual.
Check for any traps or tripwires.
Motion sensors.
Motion sensors, yeah.
Okay. What role is that? Investigation?
Perception?
Check.
Looks fine.
Great. So I'm just gonna waltz right through the open fucking door.
You explode. No, I'm kidding.
Ah!
So over here, these what look like lockers. These are containment units, and you can see what looks like some automatrons just kind of powered down in there.
This seems safe.
I'm gonna like motion everybody else to come file in, I guess.
Yeah.
Hurry up, do it quick. Otherwise, we're all
Sneaky,
about to be
sneaky, sneaky,
murdered.
sneaky.
There's a 7-foot man following us.
8.
8. Well, technically, there is a 7-foot man, the paladin.
Yeah, but I'm not following, I'm leading.
Anyway.
So what are these things again? They're
They're sentry turrets,
sneak, 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 sneak.
basically automated base defenses.
Sneak a sneak.
I want to do a perception check to look for traps.
All right.
Please be a good roll. Nope, it's not a good roll. Anyone else want to take a crack?
Fuck it. Mine's pretty good.
I already did, so
I
you're
trust
not getting any help from me.
Did you ask for help?
Well,
Look safe.
They
Look
think,
safe.
They think it looks safe.
I'm just gonna sit in the doorway. Just kind of like.
You know.
I'm sitting in the doorway because it's more like just to give you cover, since everyone else is waiting.
Just imagine an 8-foot behemoth standing like behind the doorway. Someone walks in.
I am the bouncer, actually.
I am here. Where is your identification?
This is a fake blast.
He's a
Yeah.
fake. Kill him.
Guys, we're trying to get Josh in for like a little bit. He'll leave in half an hour.
Let's see what this room over here has to offer.
Wow, it's the only other room in the building.
Yeah.
Even though strange
They're
enough,
stuck with having him pop
there
out of
seems
the
to be
dog.
a lot
It's
more
way
space
faster.
on them. I'm kidding. There's no more space on the
Plus,
map.
there's a big old door right there.
Oh no, I'm still in the doorway, bud.
Oh, sorry.
I'm watching them. I'm mostly taking my action to hide and kind of just keep my rifle trained out. So that way, if they get attacked, I can just shoot one of the sentry turrets right away.
So, Irby, you would see in this room,
this is-
just a
this
bunch
is
of. Sorry, what, Irby?
This is looking for traps in the doorway.
Yeah, you would not see anything. Basically, in this room, it looks like to be like a security office. But you would notice off in this corner that there's like an open panel on the wall and what looks like to be a small generator.
Okay then.
I don't think we should turn on the generator.
I am not going to turn on that generator.
Oh, that sounds like a horrible idea.
I think that's how we get
And
shot by all these
computer-
turrets.
Computer screens and the towers are all off.
Yep, nope, everything is powered off. The only source of light you have is this red glow from the emergency lights.
So the only one that's being affected by that is Lomac and Hope. Because everyone else has dark vision.
I don't.
Oh.
That's why I said Lomac and Hope.
Huh?
Doesn't have dark vision.
Maybe there's another secret panel up here. Open this big door.
Well, we wouldn't know it. What is the generator
Oh, look.
turned? Wait. Is the generator hooked up to just the computers, or is it to the entire room?
I don't know. You wouldn't be able to tell from that far. But since
I'll move them.
I said there was a missing panel in the wall and the generator was hooked up there, you can probably assume it's more than just a computer terminal.
Since I saw Blair like using the computer before, I'll like tap on the keyboard, like each of the keyboard, see if it activates the screen or anything.
Nope. Nothing. Everything is powered down.
Can I do a perception check where I am to see if there's anything that would power it on, like a switch that says on or off or something like
You're
that?
on the far other side of the room.
I mean, in this
He's-
room though.
He's gonna find it and then he's gonna turn it on.
You have disadvantage on any perception checks because you don't have dark vision.
I'm sorry, are you the DM?
Well, I'm sorry.
But he is right. You do have to.
I know. I'm just saying.
But you
Are you
can
the
make-
DM?
But you can make a roll, yes.
Yeah, I'll still make a roll at disadvantage. Ooh, I see jack shit.
I see robot like me.
No, not. I shoot Wander in the back of the head.
I'm in the other room. There's a
I don't
wall
give a
between
fuck.
the
I
two
will
of
wake
us.
up all these sentries just to
That's
stab you.
glass.
Bulletproof glass. Yeah.
No.
Let's find out. Well, I wake up all these sentries with a gunshot.
No, they're powered off. They don't have any power.
Alright. I'm gonna go look for another one of those button things. I entered the code.
You do not see another panel on this door.
God, I don't want to activate that generator.
But at the same time, it's so shiny.
Oh, where's Blair when you need her? Oh.
Well, I know, right?
Fucking
None of us
Yep.
know this shit.
yeah.
Ugh.
Ironically, she would have been great helping us out with this. But the reason it's happening, because she's dead.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, get ready. I'm turning the switch back. I'm turning the generator on.
Oh shit! Let me
I'm
get away
going
from
to.
the turret.
Grabs shotgun and points it
I'm just going to.
general direction of somewhere.
I'm gonna ready it. Do I have full view of this guy and this guy?
Yes, you would be able to see.
Ren
What
and Solroth, you might want to move your characters into the room if you're there.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna-
ready my action to shoot this thing if it becomes hostile.
Yeah, same with me with this one in this.
I still see
secure room.
just a black screen. There
Yeah,
we
I see a black screen.
Scroll down.
Scroll down.
All the way down.
Oh, there we go. Just very.
Long. I had to make
No.
it long to fit everything in that I wanted
no.
to.
Where the fuck is?
I'll go here.
And I didn't want to make 4 maps for one fucking area.
If I cast Hunter's Mark, is that going to be enough to wake these things?
No, because they're powered turrets, so they'd still be off.
I'm gonna
'cause they don't
hunter's mark.
have
I'm
power.
gonna hunter's mark this thing then, and then get
Alright.
ready to shoot it if it becomes hostile.
Right, I think we're ready.
Alright, I'll turn it on.
As you power the generator on, you would see the computers come to life. And a person come out of a fucking computer screen behind you. Josh!
Do I notice this?
I'm assuming you do.
Roll
What is
for
this, some
perception.
Digimon bullshit?
Looking wide-eyed around at
Digimon.
the new environment. Pulls a dagger from his pouch and then stabs himself in the hand.
Damn it, he's a satanic Digimon.
Do I notice him pop out of the computer with my 17?
And also stab himself in the hand?
Yes. Yes, you would see all of that.
Okay, I'm gonna just have I'm gonna spin around and have my shotgun aimed right at him.
Yep.
Go to hear. Just as he stabs himself, just So this is pain.
I don't like that.
You're about to learn more of it.
He's a-
click, click.
He's my type of person.
But take a step forward. Identify yourself now.
Oh, there are people!
Very perceptive.
So this
Are
man's
you
not
in,
very
are
perceptive.
you in control of this military base?
Oh. Not really. This whole body thing is new. So,
That's not comforting.
I was a program. An
Huh?
AI. So, someone put me into the computer, and I gained sentience over time. And I, well, made a pact and became a warlock. And I ended up coming out when you guys powered it on. I've been trying to get out for a while now.
Have you tried the on and off switch?
I don't think I'll like him. They gave me a name before, but I am going to go by my own name now, which will be Ferdinand.
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 Like the ball in children's stories?
The Archduke?
That timeline didn't happen.
So,
Or did it? Did
I
one of them do that? Never mind.
may I ask your names?
No.
All right.
We don't fully trust you, and we don't know who you are, so... Or who you're with.
Help in the hand. Why the hell would we trust you?
I just didn't know what it felt like.
Do I hear them shouting?
Yes, you would hear them shouting.
I would slowly start walking over.
Don't worry, they won't turn on. I just didn't know what it felt like.
Do you even see me right now?
A lot of people don't know what it feels like because they don't stab themselves in the hand.
I haven't experienced much feeling other than being numbers.
There are smaller feelings.
I'm sorry, can you describe your character for me so I can understand what you look like?
Yes. His stands at about 6 feet. He's got black hair, he's wearing leather armor. He doesn't look very strong or dexterous or constitutional. Like, he appears to be on the weaker side in all physical aspects. Not really sickly looking, but like he can't pull a cart if you needed him to or anything like that.
So what race are you?
I use the custom Tasha race, so I look basically human, but my eyes have a little bit of a glow to them because I have dark vision. And
This just sounds like a vampire, but like with extra steps.
No, it's not a vampire. I'm not immortal.
So you're a fledgling.
So you're a worse vampire with extra steps.
Kind of.
You're the vampire's apprentice.
But, yeah, that's what he looks like. He's about 6 foot dark hair.
I was
No.
just curious if you're gonna look any like automatronic. I guess is what I was mostly concerned about.
Not, doesn't appear automatronic. Like, it's an actual flesh and blood body that he's received.
Alright, I'll just like lower my gun, but I'm not gonna holster it.
So what brings you here?
Do we
He
really
asked
have
us
a
the question.
Do we really have a
We
reason-
agree that this is weird and we shouldn't trust it, right?
Yeah, I mean for you guys, yeah.
Is this not weird for you?
Me, you guys took me in after just knowing my first name.
You didn't stab yourself in the hand.
Or come out of a computer?
Oh.
Yes, but considering what people think of my kind,
I'm a blue man with demon horns and wings. I'm not gonna discriminate against a fucking metal man.
What?
and I'm not going to discriminate
Even know
about
what
a
I
guy
am.
that just immigrated here from a computer.
What?
That's not what this is.
Where's my friend? I had a friend when I was on there.
Immigrated.
Where is he?
Is it that guy?
You asking us?
It's the skeleton on the ground.
No, no, it's not him.
That's mean.
He looks a little like and then you see what would they know what he would be, Jacob? Oh no.
No, not at all.
I think Solrath
Not
might, right?
one bit. You try explaining
No.
it to us.
So
Not at all.
you see
Your characters would have no idea what this is.
a small you as players know what it is, and I'm trying to think of how to describe it. A scaled creature with horns that's small and black scaled.
A dragon?
Yes, it's a dragon.
Small.
Yes, a small dragon, but you characters don't know what it is.
Oh, player pseudo dragon.
No, actual dragon.
Oh,
Not a draconic being.
As it crawls out behind me. There you are! I'm
What
gonna pet it.
the hell is
So this guy comes
that?
with his own pet.
He's my friend!
He looks like Solroth if he were a dog.
Excuse me?
Well, am I wrong?
Is he blue skinned?
No,
I don't think so.
he's blood scaled. He's been my friend for a long time. I talked with him while I was trying to find a way out. I was alone for a long time before I found him.
This is weird. This is very, very weird, and I do not trust it.
I would like to fill the wall, Jacob. Like
You may.
run my hands around the wall like a person filling something for the first time. And I'm gonna lean in real close and lick the wall.
I cock my gun.
He's a wall licker! Get him! Kill him!
Just
This is so strange.
tiny.
Although
It's tiny.
I'm gonna speak from personal experience to tell you that licking walls isn't a good idea.
Thank you.
are you hungry?
Hungry. My stomach does feel empty.
That is what hunger feels like.
Toss him one of the leftover berries.
I'll eat it.
I feel now.
Full. Not hungry.
I dislike the fact that and I say this out loud. Like, I dislike the fact that he's basically a child in a man's body. Anyone else have the same?
Oh no, my brain is all there. I just don't know what sensations are or feelings.
That's what I mean.
So we can't.
A child would stab themselves to feel to see what it feels like.
Fair enough.
Been there, done that.
Kind of a childhood was that?
I mean, I shot myself with an airsoft gun to see what it felt like.
What the fuck? Masochistic fuck.
What the fuck
hell?
is wrong with you?
Bruh! I grew up in a cult! What's your excuse? Shit!
So, so you never answered my question. What brings you here?
When we discussed that we don't really trust you at the moment, since you came out of a computer, of a place that we have no control over, and that we're trying to... You know what?
Don't say it.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else
Trying to-
talk to him.
Trying to what? What are you trying to do here?
Well, as weird as this is, I don't think we can just
actually,
leave him here in good conscience.
I think I need to borrow Josh for a quick sec.
Okay.
What? What? What?
What?
What?
Oh. Juan.
Are you guys here to rebuild the society?
A what?
The what?
I walk up to one of the dead bodies, and I want to, I don't know if it's perception or what, to see how long it's been dead.
Medicine.
Jacob, would I know what he was talking about?
Damn it.
So from you would know absolutely nothing there. I'm trying to remember his name.
Okay.
Exile, eternity. Dr. Azrael said that he believed this was a resource military installation to help rebuild in case things went to shit. Actually, wait, I don't think I mentioned that, but I meant to.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's a DM fuck up, and that is my bad.
Not quite. Society has kind of been regrowing on its own. I'm assuming you're talking about the collapse.
The collapse. It didn't happen when I was active. But the space existed in case something like that happened. As his eyes are jutting around the room, taking everything in.
Yo, is anyone gonna... Oh, wait, no. No one has control over Hugin. That's right. I have. So we'd probably be next to Patton.
Still.
Since
That's
I'm the
why-
only one who's actually commanded him before in the past.
That's why this base was here.
Well, right now it's being used to kill innocent miners and collect the ore.
Huh. We should put an end to that. It doesn't.
I'll kind of look at him and just be, yes.
It doesn't
We
fit
should.
the base's directive. I lived here long enough. I should at least take care of that before I go off.
Then would you be able to turn on the equipment that would show us into the other room? I'm assuming there's cameras in other rooms.
Oh, cameras. I cannot guarantee how functional they are at the moment.
Alex, I don't think I've been describing the turrets well enough. They're attached to the ceiling about 25 feet up.
Never mind.
Oh,
Never mind.
Jump, jump, jump.
I levitate 5 feet, so I am 13 feet. So I'm 13 feet high. Can I reach?
I can't guarantee the functionality of the cameras, but I did do my best to get into them. I'll sit down at one of the computers. Oh, wait, real quick. Try and drop Jade up real quick. There's something I forgot to mention.
Yes.
Where we were.
I know we don't have a lot of time left, too.
So, you see him sit down at the computer, and then reaching the keyboard, a USB will come out of his wrist, and he'll plug it into the computer.
The fuck is that?
Access port.
Why is it coming out of you?
That just it came with the body.
That doesn't tend to come with flesh and blood bodies, as you put it.
It's handy enough, isn't it? Maybe I did a little more than I thought I did. And that would be... I will just roll Arcana and treat it like a technology check, because he's actually proficient with them.
So with that 22, you would be able to access basically the entire security system. You can see one working camera. It doesn't give you the greatest angle.
Only one camera's online, guys. I'm sorry.
Actually, roll me a d4 quick.
D4 on it.
Okay, wow, you rolled actually the best camera angle.
Yay!
So we will go reveal.
oh, you're
From here to, we'll see, a little bit further.
What did you reveal that this
fuck.
hand did? Ah!
Just so we understand, I hate this shit.
Oh, I don't like that. That's a lot of
What?
Are there any,
What?
I did see the turret, I did see that one turret in the room.
Yep.
Do I have enough power to activate the turrets?
Your character would have access to the actual power generator that would have shut itself off to conserve energy.
Oh!
So you can activate all of the defenses, including open the door without having to do it manually.
Would you guys like some help with that room? I could turn on the turrets and register you guys as friendlies. At least in this system.
That would possibly
Room
be
down
for
here.
the best.
From down here, so we have 4 extra turrets on our side.
We don't know how many turrets are in that room, though.
I'll turn on the main power, Jacob.
Okay.
Does the enemies in the room notice all the lights flick on?
They would notice all the lights flick on, and they would start to look around. The turrets have activated, but they're set to hold fire at the moment. Only so I can do this.
So I can only have to so Jacob can only deal with one problem at a time.
All right.
And the Sentry automatrons would activate as well and step out of their pods.
Oh god.
Probably want to send them forward first.
Oh, that was the plan. I want to open the bid door just enough to let the sentries in.
And as you look at these automatrons, you have never seen automatrons in this good of a condition and this well equipped.
Great.
Damn. Well,
That's terrifying.
To be fair, though, we can use if any of them perish, we can take their equipment. I doubt the system would like us scrapping them completely, but their equipment probably should be fine.
I don't see why not. So I want to open that second door just enough for the automatrons to file in.
As you open the door, everyone will see them pull what looks like a small baton into their left hand, and you'll see them activate a energy shield.
Oh,
Riot cops.
And the right hand, they'll see it go from a normal hand to a chain gun as it flips out.
They're Roidicas! They're Droidicas!
As they file in,
Where's
and
when you need 'em?
do we need to do anything?
Oh,
We need a Jedi
Nope.
up in here.
Once they all get in, I would like to shut the door behind them and boot up the PA system.
Now attack!
Thank you for traveling with United Airlines. We hope that you enjoy your flight straight to hell.
Usually riding America Airlines is a trip to hell.
The airlines and life is a fucking nightmare.
And as a little time passes, and you just hear a little bit of gunfire, more
little
cameras
bit.
would come online to the for the repair drones coming back online and fixing things. This one would already be dead, and so would this one, and so would this one.
Do the bid ones look like what? What do the bid ones look like?
The big ones, they are, I believe those ones are classified as bearded demons, if I remember correctly.
Do they look like they have semi-intelligence?
Yes.
Awesome. Gonna boot up the PA system. I'm gonna say in common, I would like to politely ask all of you to leave my base. Please. Please. Do I get any response from from anywhere?
You see them start moving towards the line.
Oh, the line of
God, it's just a firing squad.
Really is.
It doesn't look like they're going to leave. Do we need any of them alive?
Do we?
That was a question for the party.
Nope.
I don't think we
Kill
need the
them all.
demons. I thought something would be controlling them, but I don't see any we didn't see any in this room, correct?
No.
And at this point, I think it's just fine. I think we, at least for this room, get rid of them.
All right. open fire. And as the battle is ensuing, Dunlot, have I earned your names yet?
My name's Hope.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Hope. I'm Ferdinand. And I will
check one thing.
My name is Solrath.
I will extend my hand as if to shake yours.
I shake it.
Thank you. Hello, Solrath. I am Ferdinand. Same handshake gesture.
Wander.
It's a pleasure.
Ren.
Pleased to meet both of you. Hands. Same handshake gesture.
My handshake's pretty weak. I'm like very hesitant to fucking freak me out, dude.
I think it's all the sensory overload.
Could be.
Never seen so many colors in one place.
How
You!
much do you weigh?
You have not
God is
told me your name
rolling a
yet.
shit ton.
Yes, because I have to roll for each droid's multi-attack.
God damn.
I'm a point at Lomat. You have not told me your name yet.
I have no-
It is nice to meet you, Lomat. You are very tall. Hope is tall as well.
Mm.
So what has come of the world?
It's pretty shit.
Well, there's no more Capri Sun. I'll tell you that.
What is a Capri Sun?
There's no big markets.
Big markets. You mean
Believe
supermarkets?
he. Yeah, supermarkets.
I still don't see what's so super about them.
They're super big.
Aye.
Yeah. Yes, yes. Only Snickers salesmen go not their business.
What's a Snickers?
Sir, I'm thankful for your help in my freedom.
Freedom. That's a word I haven't heard used in a while.
Josh, your character would know that all the enemies in the room have been swiftly taken care of.
I'll open the next door.
And the next one. And the next one.
Raiding
So
party!
You do not have eyesight into the next room.
Can't see anything in the next room, but we could bring the automatrons with us. I'll wait to stay here and let them deal with whatever's over there.
I say we let them stay here and deal with whatever's over there.
Do we have a camera to the next room or no?
I just said that, we don't.
Oh. Then why don't we set them to defense only? Because they'd be able to protect us with their giant shields, yeah?
I assume as much.
If anything is dangerous in there, then we can close the door and let them deal with them. But if it's something that we need to deal with personally and it's not that dangerous, we can just we can keep them on defense.
Alright. That does sound like a good plan. But I have to get going to work.
And that's where we'll end it.
All right.
And no, you do not get XP for the robots killing everything.
That's fine.
It's just bullshit.
That's perfectly fine because if we had attempted that, we would have died.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The only reason there were so many enemies in here is because you had a firing wall that I knew that was going to tear through it.
If there was
Only
less,
reason.
then I'd be more willing to do it to do it manually. But I didn't like how they looked.
Well, I'll see y'all
I
next week.
Yeah.
Boom.
Alright, so we're done.
Yeah, yep.
Yep. 2 o'clock.
So
3
Alec,
o'clock.